Oh,
Hello!
we're live. We're on the Olympians.
Welcome to Elympian.
Yeah. We're going to talk about Shadows of Brimstone today.
Yep.
We're going to play some Shadows of Brimstone today.
Yep.
And then we got a new guy on the couch. Who's this guy?
Sup?
Oh, that guy. That guy. Look at that guy.
Surprisingly smooth
Hey.
transition for the way we have this.
I know, right? I didn't plan that or rehearse that at all. I'm Milo. Hello.
Yeah. I'm Thomas.
I'm JC still.
Still JC. Still hasn't changed. Not at all. Yeah, so game today we're playing Shadows of Brimstone.
Mm-hmm.
Easily my favorite game of all time.
Love it.
Love it.
This is a classic.
It's good. It's 1 to 6 players. If you have extra content, it's 1 to 6 players.
Base game's
Base
1 to
game's
4.
1 to 4. Definitely plays best at the 3 and 4 player mark.
Faux show.
Going over 4 players, it kind of slows the game down a little bit too much, so not recommended.
But it's been around for a minute. If you haven't heard of it, I don't know why, because it's amazing.
It's amazing.
If you have heard of it, I got a lot of friends who haven't had a chance to get into it yet. It is a $50 to $100 game for the core set.
So this is one core set. This is the other core set.
There is one other one that's not on the table, which is the Forbidden Fortress.
Which is the newest Japanese feudal setting for the game. The easiest way to explain the game that I think most people can just kind of understand is it's Diablo, the video game. You go into dungeons, you kill shit, you get loot, you leave. Meets Cowboys and Cthulhu. Boom. Board game. Done.
Yeah.
That's it.
And honestly, if you like any of those things, you'll like this game.
We're over here now.
Oh,
Look at that.
Sup?
We switched over there.
Yeah.
That's a better shot.
So I guess real quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
So just going around the table, how long would you say you've been doing Shadows of Brimstone, like in your own personal gaming?
I think I can remember. It was our first PAX that we went to that we found it. This was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the Flying Frog, which is the studio that does this, they're local here to Seattle.
The Frog.
The Frog. They are a local Seattle company. They've had a booth at PAX for a long time, back when PAX was a much smaller thing.
Back when PAX was cool.
Back when PAX, yeah. Reed Pop selling out the PAX. Anywho.
Yeah.
We picked it up then. They had just finished the first Kickstarter, so we missed the first Kickstarter. And they were at the point where it was available in stores, and we kind of just went crazy. One of the guys that works there hooked us by asking us about Stranger Things, and then we started talking about Stranger Things, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, you should check out this game." We played it. It's cooperative.
It has
It has Demogorgon. Like, sort of. I mean, look at this guy.
Come on.
Bam!
That's hella Demogorgon.
Yeah. It is cooperative. It's it just hits all the right things. It's just thematic. It's fun.
There's loot.
There's loot. So why don't we get into an unboxing? So these two sets here. Let's switch over to the top down. These two sets. Look at that. You're up there now. These two sets are unopened. So I believe we got that one at the Dinged and Dent sale. They have a local convention here called Dice Fest where they sell some Dinged and Dented
The Flying
stuff.
Frog's own convention.
So the first thing that you'll notice about this game, unlike your conventional board game, the minis do require to be built. So it's more along the lines of a war game. They're relatively simple builds. There's YouTube videos on how to build them, how to get them all.
I forgot to grab one of the tubes of the cement.
Yeah, so the thing that really makes it so much easier to put these together is do not use super glue. Get Tester's plastic cement, and it just makes it doesn't make your fingers all sticky.
Plastic what?
You're not cement.
Plastic what?
Cement? Cement? I was born and raised in the South, so please forgive me. I don't word too good.
I love it.
So
yeah,
in each book
down
you
alone,
get,
if you do minis, it's worth it. Plastic cement is much better.
so you have Adventure Book, which is the content that is specific to this
The Adventure Book.
This box set. And then you have the rule book, which is the same across both. You get
the rule book.
You get boxes, packs of cards, packs of dice, which we're going to steal. No, we'll leave those in here. Never
And
mind.
some cool theme music,
And
which
some
actually
really-
is pretty fun.
It's really thematic. It's really well done.
Hear it live at Dice Fest every year.
Yeah, it's if you guys get a chance to go to Dice Fest here in Seattle in October, it's one of those conventions that's small because it's super focused and niche. It's just Flying Frog games, but it's super fun. It's a really good time.
Always a good time, and the devs out there are a lot of fun, really good people.
One of the interesting things that they have is for every character, there's a male and female side. So play what you like.
Be who you want to be.
Be who you want to be. These two core sets, the differences between the core sets are the heroes that are in them are different. And the other world, like there's these portals that open up and go to other worlds.
And you can see it on the
other worlds are
adventure
different.
books.
So this is Targa, City of Ancients, and then that's Swamp of Death, which is in Jargono, the swamps of Jargono. So Jargono's serpent men's big dinosaurs.
It's like the Lost World.
Yeah.
And City of the Ancients is like
A frozen
Atlantis,
advanced
sort of
civilization that there's big robots and things of that nature.
aliens and such.
Aliens. There is a ton of expansion content for this game. There's extra heroes. There's extra worlds.
There's extra loot.
There's extra loot. There's a setting that is very similar to like the Lost Derelict, which is very similar to the Doctor Who episode with the undead cosmonauts.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But we have a set that's mostly slapped together, so we're going to just set the board
Like a
real
cooking
quick.
show, we already have it put together.
Technical difficulties.
So, what we're going to do is pull out all the components here,
Yep.
show you how the first mission runs.
Yeah, so we're going to just run through the first mission. Our good friend Milo here hasn't played a whole lot.
Yes.
He's played one or two times.
I've played twice. Both times, has ended in failure. Now, some would say it was due to my actions, and I would agree.
Okay.
So, I think if you want to see good gameplay here, it's a 50-50 shot.
Well, we'll carry you.
Okay.
That's
cool.
what
Well, I was carried in those others.
Well, and
I
this
managed
time you picked the right character. So, we've all already kind of picked out who we're going to play and everything.
Yes.
So we're just going to get things set up
Quickly
here. But
set
as we
up
go
here.
through, we'll explain what some of these components are.
Yeah, so why don't you start over there?
Okay, so this game, it runs off of D6s. For those of you who are just getting into board games, D6 is a normal ass die. So your normal gambling dice, the red and the white and the black and the white, those are the what we're going to be using for like 99% of the rolls in this game. There are a couple other that are going to be used. One is this cool die that is a Flying Frog original. It's called the Peril die. And this guy is different just because it doesn't have a 1 or a 2. It only has a 3 and a 4. So we've got that and then a D8 also with the rest of the set. So we're going to get the dice out. While we're getting those set up, we've also got this cool depth track. So this is the 3D version that we got.
That's one of the, I don't know, expansion materials that you can buy. I think it's $20-$30. It comes unpainted. Painted it up, you can just see how.
This is the Thomas original paint job.
And all same thing here. The Gunslinger has a special 3D printed.
But we'll get into what that is in a little bit here. So the depth track is kind of the progression track for the game and shows us how far along we are and also how close we are to losing.
Yeah, so the interesting thing about this game is they give you a ton of components actually in the core set that's not even used in the game. It's just like, hey, there might be an adventure that we release later that uses this token or this card or this thing.
This whole system is built on expandability.
And it's all built on kind of modularity and expandability. In the adventure book, it comes with, I believe, each adventure book comes with 10 different missions you can play, and you can of course just keep replaying them. You just pick whichever mission you like and you play it, or you can roll for it. There are adventure books which are completely contained kind of narrative adventures, where you explore different worlds. So you
Or
go into
fight
the
specific enemies.
There's a vampire one. There's an undead. There's a lost army, which is this
like Spanish
lost regiment that's all undid now, and they're sieging the town
Yeah.
you're in.
So the basic components here are, like I said, the system runs off of D6s. The rest of it is all run off of proprietary decks. Like everything has its own deck of cards. So we've got, these are the threat decks.
Which, based upon the number of players that you're playing, determines, and it's nicely printed on here. So 1 to 2 heroes uses the green deck, 3 to 4 heroes yellow.
And so each of those decks will help us determine an enemy, so that every single time you play through this, it's going to be a little bit different. There's also decks for scavenging events, loot, darkness events, and the map. So everything is randomly generated by these decks to keep things fresh, keep things different each time.
So one of the biggest selling points for us in this game was it has RPG elements, it has that D&D-esque feel to it, but it doesn't require a GM. And so
Exactly.
I was stuck in that perpetual GM kind of cycle, and I was like, man, I really just want to play a game. And then we found this, and it's been
great.
Practically lives on our table, set up 24/7.
Yeah, this has been kind of our go-to game ever since. So, since the system runs itself with the D6 rolls and the cards, the biggest thing is that you still have room to choose who you're going to be in it, and the way you do that is, like I said, we've already all picked our own characters. So everything is built around the theme, which this one is one of the original cores, so it's a Weird West theme. So all the characters are Western archetypes. So you've got, for example, I'll be playing the Saloon Girl today. Milo is playing...
I'm going to be the gunslinger.
And I'm going to play the Bandito. One of my favorite characters. Even with all the expansion content, there's upwards of, I don't know, 20-ish playable characters. And I still go back to the Bandito.
And honestly, the Saloon Girl is one of my favorites, although a lot of times I'll also play the piano player instead. Because look at that mustache.
Look at that mustache. It's so fitting, right? It's.
But yeah.
I just noticed something.
What?
That camera's frozen.
No, it's not. We're good. You're fine.
Oh,
it's okay. It's just because it's
the thing's blocked.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm a dork.
That's okay. We're getting to know everything still. So okay, so we've got some items laid out here.
Yes.
Each of us has our own little character. But one of the cool things, like I was saying about building your character, is that right out of the gate, so you've got your character stats on here, all of your abilities and everything. The max value is 6 in any of these. And then you've got special abilities that come with each character archetype. So for example, the Saloon Girl has one thing called Comforting Presence. At the end of each hero turn, she may heal 1 wound or sanity from every other adjacent hero and gain 5 XP for each healing point. And then she's also lightweight, which means that she can only use guns that have the keyword light in them. And then she's also fast. So these are all things that kind of determine how the Saloon Girl plays. Beyond that, there's some starting items that I get. So, for example, I get this holdout pistol as part of my starting gear. And then I get to choose my additional trait. So for each level, you'll get to choose an ability. At level 1, you choose off of these 3 cards. And then beyond that, there is a skill tree for each character that's in the book.
So this is an example of a skill tree. As you level up, it's very similar to like any of those RPGs, action RPGs that you play. As you unlock the ones above, you can then start taking the ones below, and they get stronger and stronger and stronger.
And then you can the current, like the base level cap is 8 8, right?
Yeah.
So you can get all the way, since this is level 1, you can get all the way down to the bottom of
And
one of
then
these,
3
and then
down and
3 in,
another 3.
or however you want to mix it up.
Or if you want to mix it up, some of the trees like really have good synergy where it's like I take 2 here, and then I take 3 here, and then I take 3 here, kind of deal. So,
but it really does meet that kind of RPG fix of being able to build the character that you want and have some cool abilities and everything that are unique to your character.
One of the reasons I wanted to highlight the Bandito is because, especially the later content characters, your starting 3 choices incredibly change the way that the character plays. So for example, the gunslinger is always going to just shoot a one-handed pistol. That's kind of what they do. Some of the later characters, and including the Bandito, really changes the way the character plays. So with Swindler, your melee combat. You walk in there and you just start punching things, just punching crazy. With twin guns, you actually get 2 pistols. You shoot a ridiculous amount of times, but you don't hit very well, so you're just kind of like, bah, 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 bah,
Yeah.
like walking in, right? And then the third one is a kind of an interesting build where you just get a ton of
You get a ton of
dynamite.
yeah.
And
It's to blow things up all the time.
yeah, and you just throw dynamite like crazy, just mad, just constantly
So,
throwing it.
at this point in the game, we'll go ahead and kind of like pick who we're going to be. At least I haven't picked this far into my character. I know I'm going to be a saloon girl. I haven't chosen which one yet, but we'll get that going here in a sec. And the rest of the stats on here determine like your health and how well you hit and how fast you go.
You'll see
We'll get into
details.
that in a little bit. But while we're setting up the rest of things like the map, we can kind of go around and have everybody choose who they're going to be. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Dirty Fighting, which is going to be +1 to all of my attacks. So all my attacks now get +1 damage. Then the other options I had would be one for mobility or one to give me a grit ability, which is grit is the kind of one of the currencies of the game. So you're most characters have a starting grit of 2, starting max grit of 2, and grit is kind of your it's a point system that you can use to exert to do a really cool ability, or in general, if you don't have like an ability that costs grit, you just use it to re-roll dice and get a better score.
So for the gunslinger, for example,
Yes.
has an ability. Can you?
Yes, so the gunslinger is interesting because they start with the 6-shooter template, which is how mentioned earlier. It was this 3D model of basically a revolver 6-shooter. That allows them to do something special, which I can spend one of these bullets to do a deadeye shot, and that adds damage to a shot of my choice. It basically just packs a bigger punch on my shots. I spend them, I can't recover them, so they're basically like the sort of ultimate
A limited resource of just doing a little extra.
Yeah.
But you also have pistol fanning, which is, I think, as far as on the board goes, one of the few abilities that's like, hey, use grit to do this special thing.
Yeah, and so for this one, this basically allows me to spend a grit to double the amount of shots I get with a gun for one attack. There are multiple, like, you can find different guns and stuff, but that's one of the reasons why the gunslinger is designed around having a free hand, is because the only way this works is if I have that free hand. So there are other pistols that can be found. Some are better, some are worse. But generally, if I find a pistol, it's probably going to be good.
Yeah.
And it's going to improve the use of pistol fanning immensely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to play with some of they've recently they've released 2 sets of errata that have fixed some of the things. So the gunslinger has an ability that's completely changed from what's printed on the card than what is
If you
technically legal. If you buy this box and just play it though, and it's a cooperative game, so if you're like, no, I don't like the errata, I like being super powerful and strong.
It's how we played our first campaign, and it was entertaining until it was way overpowered.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, there is a certain threshold where the other players on the board would like to do something, and that ability that the gunslinger has is just like, no, I kill everything. Come on,
Hey,
friends.
if you like that, play the baseline gambler. Get him because he's a lot of fun too.
If you pull the right. The gambler is kind of interesting because it's either like you're whatever, or you're literally bending
reality-bending wizard who can do whatever he wants.
You're Doctor Strange, and you're like, no, I don't like the way that happened. I'm going to do it again.
I played a gambler. And
it was pretty broken.
I did anything I wanted.
Right.
Okay, so now that we've all picked our abilities,
I'm going to play the Swindler. I like to call it the Punchy Bambino. I get extra combat, so I just punch things more. Combat is the number of times that you attack in a round using melee weapons. And I also, anytime I draw loot, I can discard it and draw another one. I have to keep the new one, but it just makes it better. The other thing is we need starting items. So we play with the slight house rule here. This starting
Personal
item,
items.
personal item. I'm sorry, you're absolutely correct. The personal item is supposed to be like a narrative kind of hook on like my character has a locket and like it's a picture of my mom or it's a picture of my wife or girlfriend or whatever, you know, like and you're supposed to kind of come up with like a little bit of a. This is where the RPG aspect of the game kind of comes in, but it also just gives you statistical like bonuses, additional initiative, extra strength.
It's kind of like if you're used to, like 5e, it's like your traits.
The traits, so it's a starting thing. So, by base rules, it's supposed to be pick one and that's what you get. We like to mix it up a little bit. We say draw two, keep one.
Yeah, so you make a little bit more character decision there.
Alright,
And I'll go with those two.
I'll take these two.
Yes!
So, I have a tough choice here.
Ooh, I think I know my choice.
Oh, I know mine. I'm a saloon girl with some shackles.
Ooh,
Kinky. Oh man, I have the Ace of Spades.
The Ace of Spades!
Right. Thanks, Lemmy. I have a tough choice. So I have the super thematically on point poncho, which I mean
Is nice thematically.
nice. I think I have to go with the cigarette. So the cigarette just kind of makes you generate grit like crazy, and especially with the bandito being able to get extra loot cards, it just
Well, and you got the extra grit generation anyway, don't you?
for moving, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a gritty fella.
He's one gritty bandito.
Which is fitting, right? Because you would imagine that a bandito is pretty gritty, right?
So now that we've all kind of built our characters out, we've got our personal items, we've got all of our starting gear allocated, we figured out what our first starting traits are.
We have to decide who carries the lantern.
So one of us will carry the lantern, and the whole point of this scenario, the premise of this world, is that the way that this West got weird was there was a little town called Brimstone. And in Brimstone, some miners were looking for gold, as you do in the West. But while mining, they uncovered some mysterious substance referred to as Darkstone.
Yep.
There's some Darkstone tokens in the base game. But the idea of this Darkstone is it's some strange mineral that radiates odd energies. And those energies would coalesce and open portals to other worlds.
Yep.
And from those other worlds would spill out tentacle monsters and demons and all kinds of crazy things. So Brimstone erupted in an explosion of void energies
and portals and ripped open reality, and now creatures are pouring through.
And so now we are exploring the Shadows of Brimstone and the world that has been created by the eruption of these void energies and Darkstone entering the world.
And the thing is, this Darkstone is incredibly valuable because it kind of imbues magical properties onto you. It's unlocked magic in humans. It also causes horrendous mutations, so you can just sprout a tentacle. And that's the thing is, one of your characters will gain corruption by having these Darkstone items over time.
Or just by doing, like...
Evil things usually induces corruption.
You'll get
and
some
you
corruption.
mutate. And the mutation chart is pretty interesting. It's half good, half bad ish, right? And it's like, hey... Your skin's all melty now, which is terrible, and you take extra damage.
You now have a barbed tail.
Or you now have a barbed tail that lets you, attack people.
Yeah.
Or it's a tentacle with a face, and it just creeps everyone out. Or you can grow a void child, which if you've seen
Total Recall.
Total Recall, right? There's the little cane baby, and there's a pistol in the game that only that thing can carry.
So, just a lot of cool stuff comes out of it, but everything's based around the idea of Darkstone being a thing in the world that allows what we know as our traditional old American West to connect to all these crazy worlds, and then eventually they expanded the universe to include feudal Japan. There are conquistadors that have been portaled in. There's a lot.
They just had a Kickstarter, which is Brimstone Adventures, which is Conquistadors for one set and Vikings for the other set.
The Vikings, I'm so psyched
And
about.
the nice thing that they did with that one is because they've been releasing expansions. There's like Derelict Ship, which is, again, it's kind of like the Doctor Who cosmonaut episode, right? There's Caverns of Cinder, which is just like your stereotypical hell. It has Succubus. It has the giant Belial, which is the last of the Shadow Kings. There is the World War II.
There's
I'm trying to
Tradera. There's a lot of cool things. I mean, like honestly, like they're just.
Yeah, like they got these really great worlds, but one of the kind of complaints has been like, hey, you have Jargono and Targa there in the base sets, and there are expansions and like little things you can add new enemies, you can add some new encounters, but there was nothing really to expand the map tile count or the like just the world itself. They solved that with the Brimstone Adventures.
Yeah.
The Conquistador one takes place in Jargono, and then the Viking one takes place in Targa, and it's just nice because it's like, oh, hey, I have this base set. Maybe I should get Brimstone Adventures because it actually just increases the amount of content that I have across the board.
What he's talking about also is like the fact that each one of these map tiles, based on your base set, whichever core set you get, they're reversible.
They're two-sided.
So each of these, like the map will have an area that you can explore through the mines, which is the base world. And then the other side, once you get into the game a bit more, you'll go through portals and go to the other world and explore, the Targa Plateau or the swamps of Jargono. But in the starting adventure, we're just going to stick to the mines. We're not going to portal anywhere. We're going to kind of try to keep things simple and just help you get to know the weird west world that is Brimstone.
So the game we're going to play is in the rulebook. It's your first game. We'll read the narrative from the first adventure to set the stage of why we're here. I highly recommend whenever you play, always do this as your first adventure, even as you've learned to play.
Always.
it helps you complete the mission, and because this is slightly easier. There's a handful of things that you don't do that just make it survivable.
The other option is to build your characters as a little bit more advanced with you can. There's ways to fudge like a starting, character setup, kind of like if you're starting your character or your like your D&D or Pathfinder characters at third level. Like if you want to start a little bit ahead, then you can random draw some stuff. But honestly, it's kind of fun just to, if you're starting a new character, just to play through the starting mission and kind of get to know them. So like I said before, now that we got everything sort of set up, the last part of character setup, starting each adventure, each of us will get 1 grit token. So that we're starting into that resource there. And then each of us, you want to swap back to the overhead for a sec? So the last part of the components that we didn't really touch on are these tokens. So everything's run off of cards and dice, and then tokens are used for tracking. One of the main, so we got a few different tokens here. One of the main ones is we got grit. That's to track, like I said, the grit resource. We've got a bunch of Darkstone tokens here to track that as a currency. We'll get into the scavenge tokens here in a little bit as we play. There are these side bag tokens, and this is one of the things that takes the most time to sort through. But for the most part, the important ones when we're starting are these dynamite, whiskey, bandages, and tonic tokens. Tonic was added in part of the errata as one of the 4 starting side bag tokens that you can take. Originally, it was just these 3. Tonic will give you 1 extra grit point whenever you decide to bust it open and have your character drink it. Bandages will let you recover 1d6 wounds. Whiskey lets you recover 1d6 sanity damage. And then dynamite lets you make a free ranged attack. Not a free ranged attack. Lets you make a standard ranged attack to do
an AoE explosion.
Yeah, and we'll get into that in a little bit here because I'm going to go ahead and take dynamite as my starting token. So each one of us will get to take 1 of these. We have a side bag capacity of 5. And there are little side bag cards in there, but to be honest, they
take up a lot of space. And
they take up a little bit of space, and
5, and you're like, okay, I can
I'll take one because I like the number 5.
Okay, so Milo, you get to pick one of these 4.
I will grab a tonic.
Okay, that's good for you because you got the grit based thing.
I am going to take a whiskey because while the Bandito is tough and can take a punching, he's not too sane. So this is like a Cthulhu-esque style game. There is sanity damage where you go insane, and then there's physical damage which you'll eventually.
But the only other tokens there are then we've got these big tokens to track health and sanity damage, which is a way that you can do it, or you can just write it. Like,
And all these can be yours for only $11.99
Ooh.
on the Olympian Shopping Network.
Right?
So yeah, that was.
Wait, we
the
haven't
bit.
set up the story yet.
That's not a thing
Oh
yet.
well, I mean
It's,
that was the bit that I've been working on for 5 minutes.
Okay,
All
so we got our side bag tokens, we got our grit, we got our characters ready to rock. We have the map out. I think we're ready to start through the adventure. So why don't you read us off what we're doing?
Sitting in a saloon one afternoon, you overhear talk of a local mine up in the hills that has a large deposit of darkstone just waiting for someone to come and claim it. It sounds too good to be true, and it probably is. But the old prospector swears up and down that if he'd go claim it if he was just 20 years younger. It's not hard to figure out which mine system he's talking about based on the landmarks he mentions, and though the other patrons he tells just dismiss him, this could be the big score you're looking for.
Could be.
So we're going to go in this mine to try to find our fortune. We're going to be looking for darkstone. The thing that we're going to be doing is there's these exploration tokens over here that as they come out, they have these little clue symbols on them. It's a red exclamation mark.
Let's move those. Yeah, there you go.
We're going to be looking for 2 clues. Once we find the second clue, we have found the deposit of darkstone. The only problem is it's kind of being defended by a pile of these big, strong red creatures.
Big strong red creature.
And you know what? We're going to just murder hobo our way through these, extraplanar demons. They don't belong here.
RPGs are all about.
It's
right?
perfectly
Murder
fine.
hobo.
Totally.
They're not people. And then once we defeat them, we go into the success criteria. So
Yeah, when we inevitably win. Because
So
we will.
on this same page, it's page 9 of the rulebook. One thing that you want to keep in mind of depending on how many players you have, there's some slight tweaks. So with this 3-player game, we will be using the yellow medium threat cards. Those are the creatures that we'll be fighting. But because there's only 3 of us, we get 1 free revive token.
Which is this guy that I'm keeping over here.
'Cause
there
he's
are
gonna need
some other tokens in the core set that are mostly mission dependent.
Yeah.
But the revive tokens are there. There's also some knockout tokens for when you get knocked out and go down. But these are what we've got on the table are all the important ones for right now. And
Yep. So with that, I think we are ready to get into actual just gameplay.
Okay. So like we were talking about before, the setting being the Weird West and us contending with the Shadows of Brimstone. Part of that is trying to hold the shadows at bay.
Keep the darkness in the cave.
Yeah, and so as this darkness progresses, that's what this depth tracker is for. It's going to count how far into the system we are, and then also see how close to escaping the darkness is. And the way we keep track of the darkness's progression is going to be whoever's holding back that darkness with the light source.
Who would like to hold the lantern? Who would like to be responsible for us succeeding or failing through this mission? No pressure.
I do.
No pressure. Okay.
All right, gunslinger.
Our gunslinger. So at the top of the round,
Yes.
the very first thing that you always do is you roll to hold back the darkness. So that's a 2d6 roll.
Not too...
Barrel dice. You use the regular dice.
There is actually a lantern that does that. It's really cool, but not this one.
Yeah. So there's a couple interesting aspects to this. If you roll doubles, you go into a depth event, which there's a handy little chart that they included here.
Things can go bad, or they can
Depending
go great.
on which, only double sixes, only pretty much ever is double sixes
Yeah.
good. Everything else is usually just awful.
It's just degrees of bad. So 6
So
is
let's
not
switch over to
enough.
the overhead real quick.
See if you can see what we can
this.
see.
See this. So
Okay.
we need a 7 to hold back the darkness.
And I rolled a 6.
From here. So we're on the 7+ level. And we are at...
We're there.
Yeah,
no,
we're right
no.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't.
We're at
gotten
the
there.
entrance, that's
We're
right.
at the entrance, but we just failed to hold back the darkness once, so the darkness escapes a little bit.
Yep.
Good job, Milo. Good
You
job.
know,
But
I
hey,
just keep it real.
So the thing is that if you look at these tracks, I don't know how well you can quite see them, but some of them have these blood splatters on them. Those are when darkness is going to trigger when this darkness tracker hits it. And then there's a few other ones that have these green stuff around them. Those are
Growing Dread.
Growing Dread, which are important in most missions, but because we're playing the base mission, Growing Dread doesn't matter. So they're kind of freebie spaces for us. So this has gone up 1, and we are 1 closer to the next darkness. So next time we fail to hold the darkness back, it'll trigger a cool little event.
I dig
We'll
it.
get to
I
that.
dig it.
And so then from there, to determine who goes first, there's this initiative value here of your character. That's just how fast you are. So the gunslinger's super quick. So the gunslinger has
Getting in there.
initiative 6,
Yes.
gets in there.
So,
He, at the beginning of your turn, you always roll 1d6 for movement, even if you don't want to move. And the reason that you want to do that is because if you roll a 1, you get an extra grit.
I was really hoping you would just magically
I
roll
know,
one.
that would
Right?
be great. But I got a 3. So, I'm going to move myself 1, 2, 3.
So that brings up a good point. Movement in this game is diagonal or orthogonal, either way.
So then actually I would have gone 1, 2,
Exactly.
3.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, right
Oh,
there.
yeah, they're right there.
Milo can't count very well.
It's okay.
I don't like math. I think it's the devil's
lies.
lettuce.
All right, so Gunslinger's in. Next one in the initiative order is
So
the...
we have a couple of things, though.
Yep.
If he
Oh, that's right,
wants,
that's
he
right,
can
that's right.
scavenge. To scavenge, what you do is you roll 3d6.
I would like to scavenge.
Unless you have a card. Some of the cards let you get extra scavenge.
I actually do have one of them. The Ace of
Okay.
Spades gives me an
Yeah,
extra luck,
some
and I can roll an extra die for
So
scavenge.
he gets to roll 4 dice. For
Four.
every 6 that he rolls, he's going to pull a card from the scavenge deck. Now,
Hey,
he got one.
There's one.
Now, the thing about this scavenge deck is it's 12 cards. 1/3 of it's good. 1/3 of it's absolutely nothing happens. 1/3 of it is super shitty.
And I'm about to pull that.
A hideous discovery!
Hideous Discovery. I gain 10 XP. I take 3 horror hits, and I lose 2 sanity for each horror hit failed. So
So there is slight clarification on this card. When it says lose 2 sanity, that actually means take 2 sanity damage, because
Yeah.
later in the game there are things that make you permanently lose sanity and lose attributes.
So I have to take 3 horror hits.
Okay, so the way that
Alright.
you do that,
Is by
you've had 3 hits, you get 3 dice.
So now what he's going to be rolling against is on the bottom of the card. We didn't really talk about it before because we didn't need to get to it, but now that we're encountering it, you have stats for your 2 hit, for range or melee, and you also have stats for your health and sanity. One of the big plus numbers here. So for your health, it's defense. That's your ability to prevent damage. And for sanity, your ability to prevent sanity damage is called willpower. So he has a willpower score of 4+, which means that if he rolls a 4+ on any hits, he avoids that damage.
Yeah,
if he rolls
it's-
under a 4, though...
It's just him being like, nah, that don't bother me.
I don't want to take it.
I don't care.
I'm taking it.
So he's failed twice, so that means he's going to take 4 sanity damage,
Yes.
which he has 12 as his max value.
Oh,
if he
no,
ever
it's
reaches
under
0, he's unconscious, he's gone insane. We then roll on the madness chart, there's rules on him getting back up, and he's now slightly insane.
But
The nice thing,
I did get some tasty XP.
which we aren't tracking currently, but this game is a campaign narrative, so as you play through it, keep track of your gold, keep track of your XP, and you'll level up, you'll go to town, you'll buy items. And the other cool thing is that if you play with a group that's really about the role-playing aspect, each of these cards has really fun flavor text that you can read in character, and like this one is, poking around in the shadows, you see something that chills you to the bone. You quickly return to the group, refusing to speak about what you found. So it's just tons of really fun flavor text.
I found a remnant of Blockbuster in there.
Oh god, $4.99 for a video. It's so
Okay.
expensive.
So the gunslinger has gone through his movement phase and then also his exploration phase, which was the scavenge. And so since he successfully scavenged, we're going to put one of these little tokens on this map tile to denote the fact that it has been scavenged once. With 3 heroes, we have 2 chances to scavenge.
Yeah, that is in the errata. That is in the first FAQ. Is they changed the rules because it used to only be scavenged once and that's it. Which with the larger party games, it sucked. Your person that was slow never got to scavenge. So now it kind of scales with the number of players. So with a 3-player party, we get to scavenge 2 times.
So we've got one on there to remind us that we've already scavenged once. And so now with the move and exploration action taken care of, those are the 2 phases of your round outside of combat. Then his turn is over. It goes to the next person with the initiative, which is going to be initiative 5 on the Saloon Girl. So I'm going to roll 1d6 for my movement. And that's a 5.
Hey.
+1 because
Now-
the Saloon Girl's fast.
She is fast. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And for my exploration phase, instead of scavenging, I'm going to kick that door down.
So we're going to kick down a door. We got some maps. So we need the mining lift. So this deck of cards is kind of what drives, not kind of, it is what drives what maps come out, how you go exploring, the kind of mine experience that you have. So the first thing that you do is you connect it in, and then you take one of these exploration tokens and you put it in there. At the end of the round, you don't flip it, you don't look at it. At the end of the round, we'll find out what's in that room. It could be monsters, it could be encounters, all kinds of stuff.
And the last part of placing a map tile is going to be that
once we flip the exploration.
That's true. We'll do that on the exploration. But just to show you the card, there is the card has a little symbol to show you where the entrance should be placed.
Yeah. 1, 3.
And then there's a little green arrow there, and then the numbers are to help you determine randomly how the map will progress. A lot of times, depending on the table space, we might we'll ignore that.
This is probably one of the most fudged rules on the table.
Yeah.
If it's like no space over here, we'll just connect it there because it kind of doesn't really matter.
The other cool thing is that on the map cards there is an optional advanced rule that certain rooms are so cool and have like certain set pieces in them that they'll trigger specific events. Yeah. So you have the option, if you want, there is a mine event that's tied to this specific room and the way it's set up. So if we wanted to, we could go ahead and do that, although it's recommended if you're just learning the game to skip over that and let mine events happen.
We kind of go back and forth because it especially as you get expansion in your encounter deck that you pull these from is huge. It might slow the game down a little too much, do it in every single room, so we tend to not do that advanced rule.
So I've gone through my move. My exploration phase was to kick down that door. That gives me 5 XP.
Yep.
But again, we're not tracking that right now, and then it's going to go ahead to the next person, which is the Bandito.
So I rolled a 5. So I get up in there. I could scavenge behind me, and you know what? I'm going to, because every time I scavenge, whenever I get a scavenge or a loot card, I get grit. So I kind of just want to maybe do it, but
no 6s.
No 6s, so don't find nothing.
All right. Okay. So that brings us to the end of the hero turn. Since the Bandito's next to me, if there were any damage, he would be able to heal, but that's not going on. So we're going to go ahead and flip the exploration token.
We're under attack! And we found our first clue.
We got our first clue.
We found our first clue. So the way that attacks work is you have your deck, your threat deck, of what the creatures are. We know that we're in a 3 to 4 hero party, so we draw one of these bad boys. Bam! So a D3. So easiest way to do a D3 is roll a D6 and divide by 2. So that's 3.
That's a 3. So 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3 is 2, and 5, 6,
Yeah.
How it makes sense. How dice works. I'm not going to words that.
So whenever you put creatures out, you put them out in a checkerboard fashion on any square that starting the furthest back, moving in. So that's a full space, so you can go there. That's a full space, and then this one is technically a full space, even though these map tiles, even though the map tile is not connected, it is a full space. So that is how the creatures go out on the board.
And if there were multiple creatures, we would go in order of the slowest going
the slowest in the back of the room, and then the fastest up in the front of the room.
Closest to the heroes.
Yep. So we are fighting some night terrors.
So that's our attack, and then the other part of this exploration token at the top.
How many doors are actually connected?
I doubt if you can see it on there, but there's a couple symbols just right at the top of the token. There's 2 doors on there, which means that we don't need to cap off either of these passages, so that will stay the way it is. The map is how it looks, and now we are going into the first round of combat.
So it's a start of a new round completely, and at the start of every new round, the person holding that lantern has to keep that darkness at bay. So hold back the darkness.
Let's go red this time.
Reds.
I'm feeling reds.
Hey!
Roll a 10 and not doubles, so we're good. Darkness is
held. It stays where it is. We are, however, 1 map tile in, so we're going to go ahead and move our exploration token forward 1.
And the thing that we're tracking here is as we get further in, it gets harder to hold back the darkness. So if you look at the bottom of the depth track, there's a 7, an 8, and a 9. Once we reach those depths of the mine, it's just harder to hold back darkness.
So until we get to this point, we're okay. We just got to roll a 7
Yep.
each time, and since he rolled over a 7, we're good.
So then, now we go back to initiative order. So the gunslinger, initiative 6. The creatures have an initiative 3.
So we're lucky. We're all
Creatures activate before heroes unless you have a special ability that says so. So Milo, it's your turn.
Yes.
So the first thing that you always do, roll for movement. Always roll for movement,
3.
even if you don't want to move.
1, 2.
So
Oh, no.
So this is one of those areas where the strategy of the game comes in. If he would step in front of me, he would block me from being able to move in.
friendly
which-
characters. can
However, he moves after me, so
true.
he'd be able to move further in and
sure.
allow and free up space for you.
unless they're going to go before him as well, so they'll probably be blocking. But we can sort it out. So go
Yeah.
where you're going to go.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
All right.
And then he has a range of 6 on his pistol.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I think
So-
everyone's in range.
Yeah. So I'll go for that guy.
So to be very specific, this is one of those areas that's very nuanced in this game that for newer players you might have trouble with. When you roll to hit, you do not decide your target. You just roll to see how many times you hit to begin with.
All right.
So
I
he
get
has
2 shots.
Two shots.
So
If
that's,
he wants to spend a grit, he could then fire 4 shots, but that's 100% completely
Up to you.
to you as a player character. Don't let other people drive your
Quarterback it.
character. No quarterbacking.
we'll start with just 2 shots. We'll
Okay.
warm up. We'll warm up.
So he hits on a 3+ with the ranged, which
Yes.
is by far one of the best.
Ooh, right.
And he rolled a 6. So 6s are
Crits.
There are some things that prevent you from critting, like if you're using 2 guns, you can no longer crit unless you have a special ability or special item. But he got a crit.
Crit and a hit.
Crit and a hit. So what the crit does is these creatures have a defense value and a health value. The crit lets you ignore their defense. What the defense does is it's whenever you roll damage, you just subtract that from whatever you roll, and you might very well end up doing 0 damage. These guys have 3 defense, so only a 4, 5, or 6 will actually damage them.
So I think
Crit lets you ignore that.
it might be good to resolve the hit first to see how normal hit works.
Yep. So we'll do the hit first, and now this is where you decide who you're hitting.
Alrighty. So then, I've changed my mind. We'll go for middle. We'll go for middle.
Okay. So he's going to roll damage. So just roll a d6 unless you have something that lets you roll more. So he just rolled a 4. The defense is 3. He's doing 1 damage to the guy in the middle.
So we'll go ahead and take a wound out. Just keep track of that and put that on. Right.
And the gunslinger has tons of options because
Yeah.
he can also, if he wanted to, spend one of those awesome Deadeye shots, just dump another 2 damage.
But that's how a normal hit works. He rolled a 4. It's got a defense of 3. 1 went through. However, he still has a crit available that he could put on that target or another target.
I'm putting it on that target.
Okay, so
Alright.
he's going to dump the crit on this guy, focus fire, try to get him down. That ignores defense, so that does 3 whole damage.
And I'm gonna
raised.
spend one of my Deadeye shots.
Ooh, so that's a
add
5.
to.
Just grab a 5 out of there.
All right.
Ooh, look at that.
Boom.
So, now with these creatures, these bigger creatures that are really big and tough, normally the smaller creatures are, whoever kills them gets a little bit of XP, right? For these bigger creatures, since everyone's going to have to kind of be doing damage on them, you get XP, and this is one of the things that they've recently changed in the errata, but it's easier to handle now. If you do damage to them, you get 10 XP. And then for every wound that you do, you get 5 XP. So 6 times 5, I believe
30.
that's 30.
At least 2.
At least 2,
At
math.
least 2.
So 30 plus 10, you got 40 experience, my friend.
There we go. If I was
right.
keeping track, I'd be very happy about that.
However, we did jump the gun on one thing in this, and what that was is we started into his movement phase. Right after his movement, though, there's one thing we should have resolved with these Night Terrors, and that is their ability up here,
yes.
which is Terror. So the Night Terrors have Terror 2, a hero starting their activation on the map tile. Actually, no, we didn't need to because he didn't start on their map tile.
He didn't start.
Yeah.
his
So we're
activation
okay
on
for
the
right
map
now, but on his next turn, as long as any of them are still up, which they probably will be,
Each of them will do 2 brain damages.
right after movement, he'll do that and then do the rest of his turn because it might take you out of the fight in certain scenarios.
So that's it for his turn.
He did his movement, and then instead of exploration, because we're in combat, he went ahead and did an attack action. Now his turn is over, and it switches over to the Saloon Girl. The Saloon Girl is sitting here right in between these map tiles.
So that means
which
you're on
means
both tiles.
She's on both map tiles. So I am on the map tile with the Night Terrors, which means I'm going to go ahead and start my movement. Roll for movement, and I got a grit.
Gets a grit.
That's why you always roll for movement. However, the Saloon Girl likes to be punchy, so she really wants to get up in their grills. So I do have 2 because I'm fast, so I can only get up to here. I could, however, spend one of the grit that I just got to run in there
To
and get
add
close.
an extra d6 of movement. So one of the
Yeah.
things that you can do with grit is you can spend it to add a d6 of movement.
I think. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I will take the grit that I just got, throw it back away. So I've got 2 movement currently because I've rolled a 1 and I have +1 from being fast. And I will add 6 movement, which gets me wherever I want to be. So I'm going to jump just straight into the battle here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So there's an important thing that he's going to have to do here. This space is, since it's adjacent to one of the creatures,
Yep.
to move from here to here, he's going to have to pass an escape test.
Yep. So go ahead and move me back to where I have to make the test. Now I need to roll a 3+ to,
Because their escape value is 3+, so that's what he needs to roll.
and I make it.
Does it, so he's able to continue his movement. If there was another creature somewhere that had a 3+ escape, he's made his escape at 3+, he can just keep going.
But if I ran past someone else with a higher escape,
A 5+ or a 4+, he would have to make it again.
well, 2+. It's
No, because higher is worse.
Okay.
So a 4+, a 5+,
right.
you'd have to make
Right,
it again.
okay.
Because it's harder for you to succeed. Yes.
Okay. I don't
Yes.
think that's quite right. But
That is right.
5+ is
Harder to succeed because you have to roll a 5+ on a dice
Okay.
instead of rolling a 3+ on a dice.
okay. Okay. Cool. So I made my escape test. I'm there. I am, since this is the top of the fight, I'm going to go ahead and use my holdout pistol. This is for performers only. It's got a keyword on here, so any of these cards that have the red line on there denote keywords. And each of our characters, is one thing we didn't talk about, have keywords underneath their portraits. So like the gunslinger over here has one that says showman. The
Outlaw.
and the Saloon Girl is a performer. So she gets to use this. This is part of her starting gear. But the thing is that this is a free attack once per fight. So I only get to use this once per fight. At the end of the fight, it will reset. So I'm going to go ahead and make a shot. Now, this has a range of 3. However, since I'm adjacent to both of these targets, I can only target either of the ones that I'm adjacent to. I can't shoot the guy on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and focus fire and try to get this shot off on the guy next to me. The other cool thing about the holdout pistol is that even though it's one shot, it crits on a 5 or a 6. So I'm going to go ahead and hope for a 5. I didn't get it. That's a 3. She has a range attack of 4+. That means I completely whiffed it. I'm going to go ahead and just tap my pistol here to denote that it is not usable for the rest of this fight.
Yep.
Now, I have a combat of 2, and I'm going to go ahead.
So one of the things that we forgot to do again is these guys have terror
Right.
of 2, and he did start on their tile.
Yep.
So he has to make 6 saves.
So technically this happens before I make my move action.
Yeah, so 6. You need 6 of them.
Yes. So there's 2. There's the remaining 4. And
Okay, so he looks at his willpower, which is a 4+.
Yep.
So every 4+, he gets to just kind of pull away now.
And then
he
for those 3, I'm going
he
to go ahead
takes
and take
3 sanity damage. So he's slightly going insane.
But she's got a sanity of 14, so I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, the Saloon Girl is interesting. She's super, has a lot of health as far as sanity goes. She has almost no physical health. She only has 8 physical health, but she's kind of like a dodge tank if you've ever played any MMOs or RPGs. It's really hard to hit her because she has a 3+ save on defenses. So,
all right, so I'm going to go ahead now that we've resolved everything we should have, and make my combat attack.
2 combats. And he's
whiffed them both.
4+. Now, this is a perfect good time. You can use a grit. So the thing with grit is whenever you make a roll, all the dice that you just rolled in that roll, if you spend 1 grit, you can re-roll all of them. So this is one of those areas where it's, again, a little nuanced. So if you're rolling your damage in one at a time,
The way that Milo did on his 2
if he
hits.
spent a grit, he can only re-roll the dice that he just rolled. However, if you grab a handful of dice and like, oh, I hit 5 times and I'm putting all 5 damage on that guy, if you spend your grit, you can re-roll however many of these as you want.
Basically, you spend your grit to re-roll whatever you just rolled, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and spend my remaining grit to re-roll those. I really want to get a hit.
And you got 1 hit.
I got 1 hit, so now I'm going to roll for damage. And since I took the ability Dirty Fighting, this is going to be at +1 damage. So I did 6 damage. +1 is 7. -3 because of the defense. That puts 4 damage onto our target over here. And I'm just going to take that
He's
away.
got 2 hit points left.
All right, guys. I did what I could do. And now it's the Night Terror's turn.
It's the Night Terror's turn. The first thing we have to look at is what is their movement? Their movement is 5. So let's determine if the Bandito's in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Bandito's in range. So for this combat, it's really simple. There's 3 creatures. There's 3 players. The creatures move as far as possible. They determine who they're targeting, and then they move as far as possible. So we'll determine who this guy targets first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that targets the gunslinger.
Hello.
And then he moves as far as possible. And this gets really interesting in the way combat works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because what he just did is he just blocked the other Night Terrors from getting me, except that they're large so they can displace.
Yeah, so they could displace the gunslinger.
So this guy is attacking the gunslinger. So this guy can target either me or the saloon girl because the gunslinger already has 1 on him.
So just odds and evens.
So odds and evens. Odds, I'm evens. So he just whips around to right here. And then for this guy, he's going to come to me, but to try to figure out how he gets there.
Go behind him.
This black corner here doesn't cross the threshold of the line, so you can cut diagonally here. If this black little dot was further out, you wouldn't be able to. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what's going to happen is he's going to displace the gunslinger as he moves through. And so that guy is still targeting.
Yeah. So the way displacement works is that he'd actually go here because he moves in and he'll move they swap places.
Spaces.
So then he comes back here to get as far back as possible.
Yep.
And then this is the new standing of the board after the Night Terror's movement. Now that the Night Terrors have moved.
They go into combat. So we'll start with the saloon girl. So the person to the left gets to pretend to be a Night Terror right now. So so 4 combat.
Okay, 4 combat.
And they hit a 5+. So if you roll a 5+, you just smack the saloon girl.
Just smacked a saloon girl.
I just smacked
one smack on the saloon girl.
Okay, it actually hit my model.
Yeah. So now the saloon girl gets to make a defense.
All right, so this is where that defense 3 comes into play. You can't really see it on this one, but
He's looking for a 3+. And
That is a 2.
questionably cocked die, but we'll call it a 2. So bad news.
all right.
He just got smacked for 4 damage,
That's literally half of my
which
health.
is half of his health. From here, we'll move on to the gunslinger.
Hello.
I'll pretend to be Night Terror. Brains. Do Night Terrors eat brains?
They don't eat brains.
Dreams. There we go. These are 5+. So 1 hit against the gunslinger.
Hell.
So
yes.
the gunslinger gets 1 save.
Yes.
And it's defense 5+. The gunslinger's a little squishy, kind of a gas cannon.
So I'm
Gas
taking 4.
cannon.
I like
4.
gas cannon better.
Gas cannon. He's a gas cannon. All right, and then Bandito, and you know the Bandito just don't give a fuck. So go ahead and roll them dice. So
don't give a fuck.
4 attacks. You can have all of them hit. I don't even care. 1 hit. 4+. Bandito don't care. What did I tell you? Bandito don't care.
Okay, so
my turn.
Night Terrors have resolved their movement and their attack action. It's the entire enemy group at once. If we had multiple enemies out here, we would go through each of their cards, and the whole enemy group would activate together.
Okay, so step 1. I gotta move. If I roll a 1 or a 2, I get some grit. I don't want to move. I am perfectly happy where I am.
Step 2, terror.
Step 2, terror. There are 2 night terrors on my tile. So I take 4 hits. This is the part that the bandito's not really down with. He's gruff, but he's a
got a
scared
squishy
cat.
brain.
That's why he drinks a lot of whiskey. So all of those fell, so I take 4 sanity damage.
Okay, so you're at half sanity.
I'm at half sanity, right? But don't worry, I brought whiskey. I'll drink my problems away. But now it's my turn, and I get 3 punches. The reason I get 3 punches is because I took Swindler, and I'm a punchy bandito, so that's 3 punches.
All right.
I hit on a 4+.
Punchy punch.
So let's go Punch City. Ooh, I'm going to grit this because we need to get
Okay.
some damage down on the board.
Go ahead and
That's
just hand me
this
the
guy.
No.
grit.
Yeah, just because
Okay.
he just swung around.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So I have 1 hit. I spent my grit. I'm going to re-roll these because I need to put some damage down. Ooh!
There we go.
Crit and a hit.
Crit and 2 hits.
Crit and 2 hits. So I am going to just switch out my crit for that.
So you can
I'm
roll
going to just
once.
dump all of them. I'm going to save the gunslinger because
There
the
you go.
gunslinger can't really get punched. Since these creatures are targeted on someone, they don't have a special ability saying that they retarget, so they're stuck. They're stuck unless we move away from them
Or die.
or die. So the white one is the crit. The reds are the hits. Let's put some damage on this guy. Huh?
Okay.
So that's only 4 damage, unfortunately.
Okay, because the
So-
2 gets blocked entirely by the defense, the 4 lets 1 through, and the 3 ignores defense, so that's 3 extra damage. So that's 4 damage on the Night Terror
That guy
between the 2. Alright, now, I made a tactical mistake here in rushing in, being that I am the only one doing any healing, and I'm now not adjacent to anyone in my party.
Yep.
So, we're at the bottom of the turn, and my ability Comforting Presence counts for nothing right now. But we're at the bottom of the turn, which means we proceed back to the top of the turn, and the first thing we do is roll to hold back the darkness.
Hello.
Hold it. We need it held.
And it's
10.
held.
Held again. Perfect.
Well done.
Okay, so the gunslinger, as always,
Yes.
gets to go first.
Hello. So roll for movement.
Yep.
That is a 2.
So you can try to move away if you want to.
You're gonna have to beat
make
the
an escape test.
I will try to beat that
So
escape.
roll,
roll first.
Roll first.
So
you're looking for a
stay
3+.
There, stay there.
Roll a
So you
die
have a
for
movement of
3
2.
plus.
You
No.
do not escape.
So I
you
stay
have
there.
to stay there.
Yes.
So yeah, if you fail, movement is canceled wherever you encounter the escape test.
Yep.
And you're in for a world of hurt.
So the thing is, you have to shoot the guy that's
Yes.
attached to you now. So
So I get 2 shots. Come here.
dash 1 hit.
Alright.
I'm gonna spend a grit to re-roll.
Okay.
Yes, because I want 2 hits.
All right. All right. 2 hits.
Hey! Okay. So now
That is 3 damage and 1 damage. So that's
So
another
another
4 damage on him. So he
Okay.
has 4 hit points left.
well,
Yep.
actually, let's do.
Oh,
let's
actually,
do another
you
2.
can do 2 on. You can spend 2 of them if you want.
Do 1 on each hit.
1 on each hit, and that would kill him.
Yes.
All
let's
right.
Do that.
So
Okay.
he's going to burn that, so that brings him down to no health. This Night Terror is now off the board. The one thing we forgot to do again, because we always do, is
is
the terror
his
rolls
thing.
after movement. So at that time, you had 2 Night Terrors on your map,
So
so
you
you
need
need to roll 4.
Terror. We're pretty bad about that.
We
We're
are
really
very
bad about it.
So I take 2.
2
Okay.
sanity damage.
In our defense, we normally remember, it's just not at the right point.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy's dead.
Oh yeah, I already have all this previous sanity damage.
Yeah. So how you sitting?
I'm at half.
Okay.
And near half.
We're all getting down to about 50%. Okay, so the gunslinger has gone.
Yes.
The
It is
saloon
now the
girl.
saloon girl.
Okay.
So
well,
movement.
thank you for clearing that Night Terror off, because now I do my movement of 2.
And now 2 terror hits because there's only 2 on the tile.
Instead
Or there's
of
only
having to
1
do
guy on the
4.
tile.
This could still kill me. Or no, it couldn't,
No,
because
you're
I
good.
only have 2. So, all right, I take 2 more sanity damage.
Yeah, you're good on sanity. It's your wounds that you're.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right.
So
kill this guy. Punch him. Punch him to death.
I'm gonna go ahead and just for poops and giggles, make my escape test, and I'm gonna move my 1-2.
Okay.
So I'm a little closer. Couldn't quite make it, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do my 2 punches. My holdout pistol has been tapped, so I can't use that.
One hit.
I did get 1 hit, and that 1 hit will be at +1 damage, and it will be
5. So
5.
that's 2, enough to kill him.
2. He did.
He did.
All
Good
right.
job.
There's 1 more. And again, for each one of those hits, we would be getting XP for the 10, and then +5 for each wound that we did.
Yep.
If you are in a situation like that, well, actually, not quite like that one, but if you're in a situation where you get the killing blow on something, and you do excess damage, the excess wounds don't count. It's just for however many you actually did to get them to 0.
Yep.
All right, so now it's the remaining Night Terror's turn.
Yep. So he's going to attack me. So that's 4 attacks against me.
Milo?
No,
Or no,
JC.
that's me.
JC's the.
I'm the Bandito hitter.
Yep. He punches me. I don't like it. Ooh, that's
hit.
1 hit. But again, the Bandito just
Bandito don't care.
Bandito don't care. Bandito takes no damage. It is the Bandito's turn, and then again, this is the part that the Bandito does care. Movement. I'm not moving.
2 terror hits.
2 terror hits. This is the part that my brains. I take 2 more
brains.
sanity damage.
Okay. You want to hand me back 1?
Yep. So I
Was that right?
No, because that would
No,
kill
that's not
him.
right.
no, it's
Yeah.
that,
There we go.
right? Because I had 4.
You take.
There we go.
There we go. Math.
Keep 1, not give me 1. That's what it was.
There you
Okay.
go. Okay. I am going to punch him. I just need to punch him to death.
Hard.
Punch him to death.
Punch him in the taint.
That is 2 hits. That's pretty good. That's
All
pretty
right.
good. We'll see. Oh, this guy's at full health though.
Yeah.
Do what you can do, man.
Okay. Bam! I think 3 damage is all right.
All right.
I'll put 3 damage on.
3 damage on
Okay.
that dude.
So I am in a tough position. I should probably drink my whiskey.
You should probably drink your whiskey.
So and the reason to just kind of give you some like strategy of why, if we fail to hold back that darkness and a darkness card pops, some of these darkness cards are take sanity damage, and then I would die.
To be fair, some of them are also take wounds, and I would probably die.
And
So-
I'm all right.
You're fine. So I'm going to spin this. So
All right.
the way that works is I spend it and I get to heal 4. That's not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
And one quick note about those. If he had given this to someone nearby him and forced it down the throat of the gunslinger or someone else who needed healing, then he would get 5 XP for each token taken off of their...
Yeah, for each heal.
Yeah. So...
But that's not the case. I drank it myself because fuck the rest of you.
Selfish man.
Right.
Okay.
Bandito, what do you expect, man?
The Bandito has gone. That puts us at the bottom of the turn order. I'm not adjacent to anybody. That goes back to the top.
We are
time.
holding back the darkness. Is it held? It is held with a 9.
Well
Interesting.
done.
All right, so the gunslinger gets to go
Hello.
first. So you are not on the tile.
I'm not on the tile.
You do not get grip, unfortunately.
I
No
don't
grip,
get
but you
grip.
can move wherever you want.
Uh,
Probably don't want to get up in there, but you can.
move
I'm
back away
actually
from
going
him a
to
little bit.
one.
Well,
I'm going to move right there.
okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you stay,
If you stay there, I can get adjacent to both of you.
if you stay
Oh,
where
yeah.
you were,
Yeah.
Actually.
Either one of those is fine.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
the
Okay.
saloon girl can get in there, rub our shoulders,
And
make us
then,
feel better.
because I'm not on the tile, I don't have to do that silly thing.
Yeah,
and we're going
okay.
to go for an attack.
Okay.
Crit
That's
and a hit.
Crit
Crit
and a hit.
hit.
So the easiest way to roll this together but keep track is switch out the color of a
So
dice.
just say which one's which.
That white is going to be the crit.
Okay.
Bam!
All right.
5
So
damage.
5 goes straight through. That's a 5 on him.
And the
and then
defense
the 3
blocks
gets
the
blocked.
3.
Yeah.
So, but that's
All
not
right.
bad. He's sitting at 4 hit points.
Okay.
If our saloon girl could decide to hit something finally,
Well, let's
we
see
could
if I can-
actually.
Also, I'm going to drink my tonic.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just going to make sure that I have a grit
sure.
to
Okay.
have.
All right. And then the saloon girl is going to get another freaking 2.
3.
So 1, 2, 3 is just enough.
Thankfully, she has that plus movement.
Yep,
Otherwise,
all
it would have
right.
just been
All right, so now I'm in range. I'm going to go ahead and punchy punch.
He did not start on the tile with the guy, so he does not get terror hits.
Those are 2 whiffs, and I'm out of grit.
Whip
Okay.
City. But, crap, it's the creature's turn.
Yep.
So the Night Terror is going to attack me 4 times.
All right,
4
Bandito.
times.
Bandito don't care.
Bandito don't care, though.
That
so
is
2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay, so I take 4 damage. I don't care.
All right,
I still don't care.
Bandito
I still got
takes
12 health left.
4 damage, the big tanky mofo.
Right? Punch me all you want. Just
All right.
don't get in my head.
Stay out of my brain.
Stay out of my...
All right, it's the Bandito's turn.
Movement, hopefully 1 or 2 for some grit. No, I keep getting 5s here. But I do take 2 brain punches.
Poof, poof.
Oh, I saved 1. That's nice. So I take
Nice.
1 sanity damage.
1 more sanity for you.
And then I'm going to punch this guy 3 times. Hopefully this kills him. That is a crit and a hit. Yep,
All right.
because I hit on a 4+. Crit is white. That's 4. He's dead.
Nice.
So, if this situation, if you were in this situation, this would kill him because you would do as much damage as possible. The dice that does the most damage has to be applied first. So that would apply 4 damage to him. He would die. Therefore, I
other
only
ones go
get
through.
these are just
Yep.
with.
Okay, so that takes the last Night Terror off the board and brings us out of combat.
It puts us into the catch your breath rolls. So at this point, you get to take a little bit of a breather. If you have not activated, which is not the case for us, all of our heroes have activated this round, you would recover 1d6 of health or sanity.
Or recover a grit.
Because we have all activated, we only get a d3 of healing. So you roll a d6, a 1 and a 2 is a 1, a 3 and a 4 is a 2.
Awesome.
So
I get 3.
So-
You can trade rolls there, bud.
I heal 1.
Okay, and we're at the end
And
of
he
the...
heals 3.
Does this
And I
count
can
as the end
choose
of the
from-
turn?
Between
Yes,
or
this is the end of the turn because it does go back to the start of the... Yeah, so you can heal 3 however you
Okay.
want.
Okay.
So as part of the
Maybe
catch your
less.
breath...
And then part of catching our breath, we each get to heal 1 because we're standing next to the Slew Girl.
Yep, the 2
But
of you.
for this one, it's important because JC would get 10 XP here.
I get 5 from that, and then 5 from that, and then we're good on that. Okay, then now that
hey,
we've caught our breath,
We
we're at
killed
the
some
end of the
shit.
turn.
There's got to be a positive for killing some shit.
Yep.
Oh, there is. And that's Loot City.
And then also now that we're out of combat, my holdout pistol resets.
So, for every single card that spawns creatures, you get to draw 1 loot card.
So there are scenarios where you can get multiple cards chaining.
Yeah, and so like let's say you fight 2 or 3 cards at the same time. Each player draws that many of cards before you reset the deck. So you do not look at it, put it back in, look at it, put it back in. You remove it from the
I
deck.
will take this one.
that one.
And then, what do we get?
Oh, okay. So I get 1 Darkstone. So I
Alright.
found a little bit of Darkstone, which is decent. That's all right.
I got this should come in handy.
This should
It
come
is
in
loot
handy.
gear. Draw a gear card or an artifact card if in another world.
Yeah,
well,
so if we're not. So he just gets
I'm
a gear
gonna get
card.
a gear
which,
card.
Ooh, the gear card's good though. Like,
And I got 50 cash money.
which, and then the thing is, we each all got 20 XP. Which again, if we were playing a more than just a introductory one
And that's
shot.
noted here on this little guy there.
What gear do you want? Draw something good. Get us something good. Get me a dagger or a pickaxe or something. Give me a melee weapon.
That one.
Get yourself a cool pistol.
Get me a melee weapon.
Looking glass. +1 cunning. Recover 1 grit anytime you pass a cunning test.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I forgot. I don't want this. I forgot my
Oh, you
swindler
have the
ability.
cigarette.
So no, the swindler
Oh, the
ability.
swindler.
I don't want this.
That's
one.
right.
This one sucks. So I'll take that one. Not
So
no better.
with the swindler, he gets to draw 2 and pick which one.
I replace it. Yeah, I draw.
And then
Oh,
you
it's-
also
yeah.
recover 1 grit.
But I recover a grit anytime I get a scavenger loot card.
So he's got his grit there.
got me a grit.
And then, so for the record, he didn't get the Darkstone. He got the gold nuggets.
Which is D6 times 50, which
Yeah. So
200.
okay. And that is the end of the loot. We
Yeah,
can
so
go ahead.
that looking glass is an interesting item because it costs no weight to carry. Which on your items there's this little anvil symbol.
Anvil guys here.
Which you can carry 5 plus your strength value of anvil items.
So whatever your strength is listed on your card, an additional 5 as the base.
Yeah. Which is really interesting because it's just like, here's a completely free thing.
Yeah,
it's
those
a completely
are always nice.
free
I just
thing.
want to really be able to see, guys.
So, that completes this round, so we go back to the top of the turn. So hold back that beautiful beam footage.
That's a 6.
That's a failure. So
we progress
down the darkness
which triggers a darkness event.
Yep, because it's a blood splatter. So you want to read that?
Yes. Terror from beyond, darkness, attack. Unspeakable evil lurks in the shadows that lay beyond the lighted gate. Ambush attack. 1 night terror, or D3 night terrors at 5-6 heroes.
So
Well, I was going to say we should clear that off the board, but hey, now that we have night terrors coming back, it's
yeah, there's some times where you end up in these interesting situations. We literally just go back into combat.
Yep.
So it's an ambush attack. So we determine who it's attacking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well,
So 4. So it's on the Saloon Girl.
Yeah.
Which is by possibly the worst one.
is it? I thought it was D3.
No, it's
No, it's only
5.
if there's
okay.
a lot of us. which
So
there
it's
is.
only one of them.
Okay, it's only on the one of us with
But the thing that
stealth.
sucks is he's on both map tiles, so we're all going to go a little crazy.
Yeah.
But we're all next to the Saloon Girl, so we'll all just be kind of healing that.
We'll be able to
Okay.
see them as they die.
Yeah.
Well,
It's ambush. So what that means is +2 to the initiative of the creature on the first round. So he is activating at an initiative 5. This is we did roll targeting, so it was on the Saloon Girl. So Gunslinger, you still get to go first.
I do, because I have
super
6.
fast.
Yes.
okay.
All right.
Gunslinger
So
go fast.
Movement
I
first.
movement first.
Nothing.
No grit. All right.
2 horror hits because you're standing next to him.
Yes.
He is punching your brains.
So that is 1 hit that I'm taking.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend a grit to double the shot.
Yep.
Or so
Yep.
the number of shots you get with the gun.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Which is the proper use of grit for that Gunslinger build.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Boom. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay.
He hits on a 3+. Sadly, no crits though.
It's okay. 2's not bad.
So that's 1 damage.
2 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 damage on the big guy.
Yep.
Just put that there. Okay.
Okay. So now the big guy goes. The big guy's on the Saloon Girl.
Yes.
So 4
Roll against
attacks. Only 5 pluses. Ooh,
All right,
2
the
hits.
Saloon Girl is dead.
No. Not yet.
Not yet.
You
but
get
definitely
to
there.
roll 2 defenses, which the Saloon Girl has a 3+. There's a pretty decent chance you're fine. Saloon Girl's dead. No, because you healed 1. So
That's true, actually.
You're
I am
at,
still up.
You're at 1 hit point. He's at 1 hit point left.
Okay.
Woo! Oh
close.
man. Okay.
right.
But good news, the Saloon Girl gets to go.
Okay.
So movement first. 2. That's a whole lot of nothing.
a whole lot of nothing. 2 terror hits.
2 brain punches.
I block 1 of those, so I take 1. And then
Your pistol is back
hold
up.
out pistol. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to go ahead and roll my 2 combats as white and my pistol is a red die. Pistol crits on 5 or 6. Well, I got 1 hit with my pistol. And that hit is going to do 6 damage.
That's 3 that goes through.
So 3 that goes through, my pistol's tapped, and that guy's got 3 more
What
damage.
does your shackles let you do as a special ability?
It's the redraw exploration token, so
Ooh,
we'll get
nice.
into that in a little bit. All right, so he's at half health.
So at half health.
And I'm
It
at
is-
less.
It is my turn because he went at his ambush initiative. So movement first. 5 every time on movement. And then 2 terror hits. Bandito not okay. So I take two more sanity damage. So
Okay.
thankfully I drank my whiskey.
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Now I'm going to just go to Punch City though.
Punch City.
Punch City. Welcome to Punch.
All right.
That is 2 hits and a crit.
Okay.
I'll take it. So we'll do that. Red
All
is
right.
the crit.
Red's the crit.
Boy, howdy. Let's do some damage. Woo!
You do have a grit.
I am going to grit this
Okay.
because I'm about to get a grit for
Yep.
So 4 is good. I'm happy with 4.
happy.
But let's re-roll these.
That's better.
Okay, so that's 3 there, 7, 8 damage. He did, right? 8, 10, 12.
Yep.
So,
All right. So the
dead.
Night Terror's down.
Did. Okay. So that means
We're out of combat again.
Out of combat. We
So
catch our
again, we
breath.
catch our breath. Again, all of us activated, so we're all rolling
Is
d3s.
3?
That is
All
3.
right. And I recover
That is
2.
1 again for me. So.
Okay, and then you're next to me, so that's another.
Oh, we have this. Oh my god. What the heck? Oh, let's see, where is it? Okay. Yeah. I set up this. Why
did you put the alarm on?
I did it because it's very like I just click buttons and now make it. Yeah. Disable red alert. Right.
It is red alert. It is a red alert.
I know. You got red alert.
It's like hit the.
Now you're just making him shoot phasers.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, it's
Okay,
good.
we're good. You're gonna
Okay, just
you're gonna
stop.
activate it.
It's gonna go back off again, I'm sure.
Okay.
Why the fuck?
We have
did you
this,
leave
or
that?
there is this on the bookshelf. There's this
For this very
USS Enterprise alarm clock.
It's hilarious because it's my wife has a crafting area over there, and the first time that it went off, it scared the shit out of her because she had no idea what was going on. She was at home alone, and she's just like, "What? Who's in the house? Why is Captain Kirk in the house?"
Perfect for the middle of a game demo. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Where the fuck were we?
So we had just caught our breath.
We caught our breath. Now we
You're
need to
next
move.
to me. So comforting presence and acts because it's the end of the turn. So each pick 1 sanity or health to recover. I would get 5 for that, but we're not tracking XP.
Good news.
Looty
More
loot.
loot.
And since we're getting loot, the bandito gets his grit.
I do get my grit.
So there you go.
Why are you hiding this one?
Just
Why are
gonna
you
keep
hiding
throwing things
that?
under the couch.
That's fine. I'm good.
All right.
I got it. Okay. Come on, get in there.
I want
get
that
in there. Let's see. Do I want this one? I do not want that one. I want this one. Ooh!
There it is.
All right. And I got 250.
And I got gold nuggets.
Roll for
So-
them nuggies.
I got me some herb, guys.
Oh,
I got
yeah. He got that
Ooh,
good.
I would get what a 250.
There you go.
Yes.
Good
Herb
Math.
is interesting. It heals you for
It's
just
just 1.
2d6 health,
2d6 health.
which is good.
All right.
Not what I need, but good for the party. Good for the party.
Yeah, I will
Okay.
need that soon.
And so now we're back at the top.
So hold back the darkness again. Yep. And double 1.
Ambush attack!
No, it's worse probably.
It's an ambush attack.
No, double
it's a-
ones. We've
it's
memorized that much at least.
Oh wow.
It's
So
an ambush
to
attack.
go through the whole thing, you would check the depth event chart.
You know, I'm just keeping it real.
So
here.
we're going to cheat a little bit.
We're not gonna cheat.
We're going to cheat because we want to keep the video a little bit shorter. So
So am I re-rolling these?
are we going to cheat? It's a cooperative game. That's the joy of it, right? You get to cheat and not feel bad.
I mean, well,
I'm down with doing another ambush.
Okay, we're doing another ambush
it's
attack.
loot. It's
We're
loot.
going long.
We're going long. We get ambushed by 12 void spiders. So, yeah, let's
it.
Let's get in there.
Screw it.
Okay.
Okay, new enemy type.
New enemies. We got some void spiders.
So we're gonna clear the night terrors off the table.
The nice thing is they're squishy, they're weak, but man, do they go fast.
That's okay. We will.
They're
make
going
this
to
happen.
first.
All right.
They get 8 initiative.
Okay.
So there are 12 of them, 3 of us, so each of us gets 4, if
All
possible.
right. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Well, so then the saloon girl's going to get 3,
Yep.
because those 3 there will be on the saloon girl. Then the bandito would get 2, I suppose.
And then I'll get the rest.
Or actually, no. The way it's going to work is they're not going to be able to get in on us because kind of where we're at. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the.
And there are only 12 models for these void spiders. So
So what we're going to have to do is we're actually going to have to roll to determine which guy this one is on.
okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So it's on the saloon girl.
All right. And then
They just kind of fill in as close as possible. So yep, there's that.
we'll put this guy here.
Yep.
Here, I guess. There we go.
Yep.
All right.
So that's how we landed.
I just stepped into a nest. It's fine.
Oh god, guys, there's spiders everywhere.
Spiders everywhere.
Spiders everywhere. But the good news is, even it's double ones, even though that's less than 7, depth events are do not move the darkness down the
So
track.
darkness is staying in. We're just
hanging out with more spiders. Okay, so they get to go first.
Yeah.
So first things first. Thankfully, there's no modifiers on the board. They're just basic spiders. There are 4 of them attacking the gunslinger. So that is 8 attacks against the gunslinger. Right?
Okay.
2,
Yes.
4, 6, 8.
Yep.
They hit on a 4+, and each attack does 2 damage.
Oh yeah.
So, ooh, look at that. That's not bad. Only 3 go through. So 3 defense saves.
Okay. That's 1 save.
So 2 go through. So you take 4 damage. 4 damage.
Oh man. Actually, I could just take a
There you go.
All
4
right.
damage.
So I'm half dead.
Okay.
Saloon Girl's turn. So there are 3 of them on the Saloon Girl. So we need 6 dice.
Roll them beautiful 6 dice.
That's a you, Milo.
Okay.
All
that
right,
is worse.
Milo. I told
my
you
God.
I was gonna.
Let me see.
Here, just
Let
give
me
it to
see.
me. You guys figure out combat. I'll take the battery. give it here. You figure it out.
Oh God.
Isn't
It's screwed in. There's a screw on the battery.
Oh,
Why
my
did you do
goodness.
this, Thomas?
Why did I do this? Because
Okay, so 4 attacks.
So 4
through.
attacks.
And I am going to be banking on rolling them 3 pluses.
All right, you gotta go away.
Hey!
Oh, only one
goes
hit.
through. All right, so I take 2 damage, which is not good because that
Yeah,
leaves
you
me
are
with 1
very-
health left.
Um.
So hopefully my bandito buddy, when he comes back, will heal me. But in the meantime, we have how many on the bandito?
I believe only 2. So he gets off easy.
Yeah, he gets off easy. That darn bandito. Okay, so they hit on a 4+, which means that this 6 is the only thing that goes through.
Wow, great for him. Super dope.
So he will roll 1 die when he gets back. In the meantime, how you liking the game, Milo?
I think that I am the worst enemy of the game.
So far, our biggest enemy has been Milo.
Yes.
I agree with this.
That's how it mostly goes for the 2 games before this that I played. Generally, I end up hitting a string of bad rolls that just pull enemies to us. I think
I'm seeing that.
I think my first game I played with Thomas, and I think a similar thing happened.
I believe if I
where
remember
we
right,
got swarmed by void spiders.
possibly.
And then the second time, I just drew a lot of enemies to us. However, we were playing incorrectly with some of the rules. We were pulling I think we had a high level monster in, and we were doing the first mission, which you're never supposed to do.
Yeah.
So it was fun. It was great. Also, you have 1 hit that you need to.
Bandito don't care.
Bandito cares a little.
Not really.
He's got so much health.
I still got 10.
Meanwhile, he has 1 point of health left.
Oh, fun.
You might want to give me some of that good.
No, I mean I'm going to keep my herb.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm just going to die over here then.
So
we have a revive token. So
Okay.
So
okay. Hold on. Should I? You know what? I will spend my hard-earned gear token, you jerk, and heal you for 8.
So since
health.
he's giving me the herb, he's the one rolling the die.
So in combat, you can only do that to people who are adjacent.
So that's
which-
8. So you heal up to full.
Yes.
So he's at full.
Where's my herb?
I'm your herb, buddy.
Did you bring enough for the rest of the class?
So the void spiders went. After this, they will be going down to a 6 initiative.
Still first.
Still first. So we need to clean up as much as we can.
Thankfully, we got some dynamite over there.
We do have some dynamite if we want to just destroy us all. But it's my turn now.
It's your turn.
So movement first.
Oh no!
It's gone.
It's right there. Okay.
Gone and lost forever.
Hey!
Crit,
It's a
which is
crit.
actually probably the best timing for that.
Which
So,
you can
are you
spend
gonna-
immediately to shoot.
I will be
Go
spending
to shoot.
that
Okay, well then just give it
immediately.
back to me. Roll 4.
Luckily, we don't have to do any abilities or resolve any of those, so
Yep,
it's
no,
just
there's no terror
just
this
on
time.
us.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad glad we got that roll out of the way.
I'm glad we'll know because there's more to come. Trust me.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
He moved. He whiffed it. Okay. Saloon Girl goes. That is a 5 for movement, which is useless. I will punchy punch and shoot. I could use dynamite, but there's nowhere I could place it right now that wouldn't also hurt us. And
they're not clumped up really
yeah,
well.
so I'm just going to go ahead and, again, my red is going to be my holdout pistol. So I'm going to tap that. And hey,
There's
2 crits and a hit.
But crits don't matter on these guys because they have a 0 defense.
Yeah,
every
so
hit is more or less.
Every hit is a crit, essentially.
So, yeah.
So
Take them out.
3 hits. Now I am going to roll these individually because I'm assigning these to individual targets. So we're going to start with this guy on the in between me and the bandito. Oop.
6, he's dead.
6, he's dead. So that one's gone. Next one right in front of me. 4, he's
dead.
gone.
Because that's technically a 7 and a 5.
If you want
That's true.
if you would like to take care of that one, so I take 1 less attack.
No, great. I will do that. That's a good call. 4, he's
Four,
dead. Because that's a 3 plus 1. All right. And so for these guys, they are not an XP each enemy. They're just the XP, straight XP. So once you kill them, you get that 10. So I would get 30 XP for that. But again, we're not tracking it, and that's okay. All right. So I've gone. It is now the bandito's turn.
So movement. A 5 again. Man, what black magic is this? You killed the guy next to me, which kind
Don't
of...
you get grit for...
1 to 2s.
1 to 2s. Okay.
Which you should have killed the other guys because now there's only 2 adjacent to me. So that's 3 hits and a crit.
Okay. Fair point.
And then I'm going to assign these one at a time.
Okay.
The guy that's orthogonally only 1. Going to do another attack to him.
He's dead.
He's dead. And then...
Or you said ortho.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that guy, he's dead.
Okay. See, look at that.
Look at there!
They're very weak. They go quickly, but they
Okay.
can. They like to peck and.
So we're now going into Void Spiral. Well, actually,
no.
we're at the end of the turn.
So hold back the
No.
darkness.
Before holding back the darkness, at the end of the turn,
We all heal 1.
so
Because we're adjacent to... So.
you heal 1.
I am healing.
So, double
1.
4s.
Double fours.
That's
I believe
falling
gonna be
rubble.
a cave-in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
falling rubble. So we each take D6 hits.
So just for the sake of everyone else tracking, why don't you go ahead and read the text, because I don't think we've actually read the text on any of the depth of that.
That's
so
true.
far.
Falling rubble. The rocky ceiling of the mine shaft is unstable and prone to collapse. Each hero in the mines immediately takes D6 hits. So the first thing you do is you roll a D6. I get hit 6 times.
I only take 2.
So then you grab that many dice and make that many defense
I get
saves.
4.
I'm taking 2.
Okay.
I am taking 2 as well.
And I am taking 1. Thank fuck.
Okay, I
Okay.
need dos.
Dose for you.
But again, the depth doesn't actually move down.
Yeah, we're doing great at holding back.
And now it's the Void Spiders.
4,
Okay.
6.
So Void
7.
Spider's turn next. All right. So now that we've cleared some of these guys out, they are going to look at moving.
Okay, so this guy is already targeted on the Saloon Girl. Mm-hmm. So that actually, and these 3 are already targeted on the Gunslinger. So this guy can't move in.
They are small though.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because they cannot move through models.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that they did release as a expansion is enemy trait cards. So the creatures that are in the base sets are very basic, very simple, and as you start playing, they kind of become a little too weak.
Yeah.
But with the trait cards, what it does is actually adds abilities that they have, which every single Void Spider gets the ability to move through models.
Okay, okay.
But in the base set, they cannot move through models.
So we currently have the Saloon Girl targeted, the Gunslinger very targeted. The Bandito has no one on him, so this guy would move in.
As far as possible, and then target me.
And then...
So because there's only 1 on the Saloon Girl and 1 on the Bandito, he would actually determine...
So odds and evens. Saloon Girl will be odd.
So
Okay.
2 on the Saloon Girl.
All right. And now we'll resolve their attacks again.
So, starting with the Gunslinger.
Hey.
There's 3 of them on you.
So that's 6
So
attacks
that's
on you.
6 attacks. They hit on a 4+.
Okay.
So only 3 hits.
Okay.
There's a 5.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
So that's 2 hits.
so that's 4 damage. So
Ooh,
just died.
I died.
Okay, so now we trigger the revive token.
So
Since
what
we
happens-
have a revive token.
We have a revive token. The gunslinger immediately falls unconscious and then immediately pops just right back up.
If it weren't for the revive token, we would keep all those counters on there, and he would heal 2d6 and roll on an injury chart. But because we're not doing that, we're burning our revive token.
Fully heal and get a grit.
Fully heal, and for the sake of it, you get a grit.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, Saloon Girl. Saloon Girl, 4 attacks.
Okay, and that interrupts his turn.
He wasn't going. That was the.
Oh no, that's right. You just said Saloon Girl, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 3 hits on the Saloon Girl.
Okay, so I will take
Ooh, 4 damage. All right,
Okay,
and then a
not looking
measly
good.
2 attacks on the Bandito. So 2 attacks,
Hey, 2 hits.
2 hits, and I save on 4 pluses. Bandito don't care.
God damn it, Bandito.
Bandito don't care.
So that's the Void Spiders.
Void Spider, so
Now it's my
Gunslinger.
turn.
So 2 shots.
I'm gonna burn this grit
Yeah.
Do it.
to do 4.
Wait, did you roll for movement?
Oh, I didn't.
So roll for movement separately real quick. Okay, you
Doesn't
didn't get
matter.
a crit. That's okay.
Yeah.
So those are your 4 shots.
I do
3.
3.
More or less hits because the crit doesn't
Yep.
matter.
So go
Yeah.
ahead and just roll.
However you
pick
like.
your target.
Pick your target now
target
if you're
first.
doing damage.
Here.
Okay. He's dead.
He's dead.
Dead.
Next one.
This one.
Okay. He's
He's
dead.
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 Next one.
This one.
Okay.
it has to be-
no, it has to be
adjacent.
adjacent.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So then that would be that one.
Okay. He's dead.
Hey!
Look at that.
All right.
That would have been 30 experience for the Gunslinger.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Now it's the Saloon Girl's turn.
Okay. Movement. Give me a grit. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Then
2
I will go
attacks.
ahead and do 2 attacks. And that is a hit. So I'll roll a hit
Don't punch one of mine.
on the one next to the gunslinger. And that's 3 damage plus
4
1 is
damage.
4, so he's dead.
Okay. Just leave him over there.
Yep.
All right, so my turn. Movement. No grit. 3 punchies. It's 2 hits. We'll start with this guy.
Yep.
It's
He's
dead.
dead.
We'll start with that guy.
He's dead. All right.
One more left.
Bottom of the turn, that means
Bottom
you
of the turn,
guys
we all
both heal
heal.
1, but you got nothing to heal.
Yeah,
so
'cause I
that'll be
died
fun.
already.
Because
You died.
And then we need to hold back
the
that darkness.
Hey!
Okay.
Hey, it's
7.
held in no depth event. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now the Void Spider, determines where he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goes on
Okay.
Saloon Girl. So it moves
Everybody
as far
loves
as
names.
possible. So he
1,
would.
2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
He would go there.
I hate
Yeah,
the noise that
that's
they
why you
make
don't slide it.
scraping.
Okay. So.
So 2
roll
attacks.
2 attacks on me. Whiff him. Come on.
Whiff him. That's double whiff. Yes. Okay.
Hey!
Gunslinger, your turn.
Okay.
Kill it.
Movement.
Kill it dead.
No. Alright. And then 2.
Double shots. 2
Both
hits.
hit.
All at
Alright.
the same time.
It's
Kill it
dead.
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 All right.
So now here's the awesome.
Finally.
We're catching our breath, but the awesome thing is the Saloon Girl and myself did not activate, so we get to heal a full D6 or get a grit. I'm going to heal that full
I'm healing a D6.
And I'm just gonna roll. I would
4.
get 3, but I
2.
didn't take any damage
Dang
after
it.
dying once.
I
So
only got a 2.
I
That's
rolled a
me.
4, and that's what I needed. That's half my health back.
Okay.
Okay.
But hey, Loot City.
And that's the bottom of the turn, so you get to heal 1 more.
I'll take that sanity off.
Okay.
Okay. Loot City. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Hold out
we're
resets.
going here.
Go in there.
Okay. And I'm gonna grab this guy.
That guy. I'll take this one.
This should come in handy.
Oh.
I'll keep a gear. I'll keep a gear.
Yeah.
I won't fish for.
I got 250, but
I got me a tonic.
All right.
Hey.
Look at that. Free grit. And what did I get? Tell me what I got. Oh, and you need your grit from getting loot.
I don't know. You got a.
Ooh, a trusty axe. My combat hits are now +1 additional damage.
Oh.
Once per turn, I can re-roll a melee to hit roll. So The Saloon Girl just got even better at punching
Or
things.
give it to the.
Oh, the Saloon Girl is holding on to this trusty axe.
It's also super fitting because if you flip that card around, that is the weapon that the piano player uses.
Actually, yeah, it is. He's got his trusty axe. It doesn't change; it's just flavor. But it's pretty wonderful.
It's a great weapon.
So the Saloon Girl is now actually really good at cutting through those heavy defense enemies because she's sitting at +2 damage on every melee hit.
And she literally, any spider she hits, it's guaranteed kill.
Yep.
So plus damage is incredibly strong.
Okay, so we
hold back
have
the darkness.
done that. It's time to hold back the darkness.
Not held, but that's fine. That's fine.
that-
One more, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. We're good. Hey, we can finally continue this adventure.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
Gunslinger movement.
Hey! And I'm gonna go one here, or wait, I was here.
Yeah.
One there.
And you're going to scavenge?
I'm going to scavenge.
Go
so
for it.
that
Monsters.
is,
Go for
monsters.
I'm not going to stop him. You get 4 dice
4 dice, yes.
because of your Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades.
You get a
that's one.
scavenge. That is one successful scavenge. We'll put a token on the map to remind us.
I don't want
Don't
money.
pull an ambush attack.
Don't pull the ambush attack.
Nothing,
Nothing
here.
here. Okay.
Except 10 XP.
So like we said, the scavenge deck is 1/3 nothing, 1/3 bad, and 1/3 good.
Okay.
Now it is the Saloon Girl's turn. That's a 2, so that's a 3 because she's fast, and she's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then it is.
3.
Sure, I won't scavenge.
1,
That's
2,
fine.
3. Go ahead.
No, nothing.
I mean, I will side with Thomas. You were moving too slow.
All right. Hold back the darkness.
Darkness.
Hey, did you
Now we're
scavenge?
cooking with
I
this.
failed my scavenge roll, so.
All right, not held again.
Another darkness
Let's
card.
get another ambush attack.
Encroaching Shadows. The heroes are at -1 to their hold back the darkness move rolls. However, all heroes at +2 move.
All right, and this will
that
remain
stays
play based on its
in play.
little statement there. So we'll put that at the top of the map as a
So
reminder.
we get +2 move now. That's pretty
Okay.
good. So
So that's
move.
8.
Wow.
So I'm thinking we're going in here.
Yeah,
this side.
Sure.
Let's just go
Let's
over that
do
door.
that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Kicking down that door.
Kicking down that door.
We
Okay.
have a rail tunnel.
All right. So now, again, as part of your exploration action, kicking down a door is +5 XP, but we're not tracking that, so it just is what it is.
And so, do I continue my movement, or does it
Nope,
stop?
It
there?
stops you.
Okay,
stop.
So the way that it works is you take your movement to the edge of the map, and then your exploration action
Is
is
kicking
after
down
your
the door.
movement action.
And so then
You're done.
I'm done.
You're done
I can't
because
cannot scavenge.
your exploration action is to either kick down a door or scavenge.
Yep.
Okay.
So now it's my
You
turn.
cannot scavenge on a tile that has an expiration
That
token.
is
Until
8
that's
movement.
resolved.
So I will just go ahead and move right there.
Okay.
And then, I will not scavenge because it can't scavenge in an area with an exploration.
I get a grid.
Hey.
And I get to move 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Well, you're at max grid, aren't you?
I am at max grid, so I'm going to spin that grid that I just got to get an extra D6 of movement because
4.
I actually want to move right here.
There you go.
And what we're going to do is we're going to create a melee line. Like if we get attacked,
Hold the
hold the line, nothing goes by us.
Okay, what do we got?
We got 2 encounters.
Okay, you know what though? I have this card, which is the Shackles, which gives me +1 strength, but also once per adventure, I can cancel an exploration token and have it redrawn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to cancel those 2 encounters.
Okay, so
and
this is canceled. We take the new one off the top of the stack.
And then flip
fishing
it.
for that clue.
Flip it. We're fishing for that clue. We get ambush
An ambush attack!
Man, that was
But we
great.
are 1 closer to.
We are 1 closer because we burned through that other one. All right, so another thing that we're 1 closer to is higher rolls for the lantern. So,
Which we already have because of the old.
because
thing.
we're so good.
We get attacked by 6 stranglers.
All right, new enemy again.
New enemy. But the nice thing here is it's real simple. There's 6 of them. There's 3 of us. 2 of them can get on each of us, so there's not really much thinking.
So because it's an ambush, they do pop in right behind us
They
again.
pop in right next to
and
us.
as before, they're going to be at +2 initiative on this first round. So, all right, Milo, go ahead and find us that card.
Yes.
Stranglers.
So that means they are running at 6, which
They
means they will go
first.
first.
Yep.
Now stranglers have a special thing where their
Realize
2
I'm
6
putting these upside down.
their 2 hit rolls of 6 actually count as 3 hits. So it's pretty gnarly.
So don't roll 6s.
So don't roll 6s.
Okay.
So we have to hold back the darkness to begin our turn. So, Milo, roll that beautiful big fudge.
Hold on. You heal 1.
I heal 1. And so does.
He doesn't have it.
I would.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. 5. That is not held, so it just goes into the next blank slot.
Okay, because that was actually a 4. Okay, so now it is the Strangler's turn.
Right. So we'll start with. We'll just start here with the Saloon Girl.
Alrighty.
So the Saloon Girl gets 8 attacks against her.
Oh, perfect.
So
This is
8
going to be
dice.
so good.
They only do 1 damage.
With how
so.
I'm rolling.
I mean,
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, 6s are extra badness.
Yep.
Oh, all 6s.
So the easiest way to do this, the way that I like to do it to make it quick, is if you're all playing with the same set of dice, you just so this is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
These are all misses.
And then
However,
that one
that's
is
3
hits.
And then
So
you can
I
just
roll
hand that to the person,
4.
and now look, they have as many defenses that they need to roll.
And I block all but one of them.
So you take 1
It's
damage.
1 point. Hey, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Okay, so now we'll do the
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Hello.
Right? They hit on a 3 plus. So
Man, you just rolled like all of the 6s. So that
Okay.
is that's 12.
So that's that.
Oh,
That's 12.
my
actually.
goodness.
That's that. That's that. That's
And
that.
that 3. All
There you go.
right.
Man. There you go, buddy.
Hey,
Ah,
second death's about to come in.
that was the worst person you could roll that on.
Oh,
okay, so
okay.
where are those 5 pluses?
Okay, so
5 pluses, where you at?
so I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You could grit this if you have. Oh, you have no grit.
No,
I
he
have
does.
grit.
He has 1.
Oh, you could grit this roll. And
I
re-roll
will
all this.
grit it.
Probably not a bad time
It's
to
a
grit.
really good time to grit.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
No.
It didn't help at
It
all.
didn't help at all.
Okay,
So
so
you
you're
I'm taking
2,
8.
4, 6.
I have 2 health left.
all right, buddy.
Good job. Good job.
Good
job,
job.
Thomas. Good
job.
Good job, you.
Okay.
This is
now,
not. Don't put this on me.
I will
I'm putting it on you.
what
I
is
was
it?
the strangler. I
What is
wanted
it,
to
8?
kill you. 8 of them.
Okay, so I'll roll my 8 against
Bandito don't care.
Bandito's gonna care.
Bandito don't care.
Now I'm kind of rooting for you to care.
that.
Hey, look at that. That's how you don't roll a 6.
Look at that. You rolled.
Follow
2
my
hits,
example.
2 hits.
I thought they hit on a 3 plus.
Oh, they hit on a 3 plus. Right.
So that's 6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. Yep. Bandito don't care. What did I tell you? Bandito don't care. I take 1 damage.
Okay, 1 damage for you.
God, Gunslinger, why are you so weak?
Yeah. Okay, now that the Stranglers have
I didn't want to come to this
and
dungeon.
attacked,
I just wanted
It
to
is
stay and get drunk.
the
Right.
Gunslinger's turn to issue
Okay.
a response.
If there's
So,
anyone
hey.
who wanted to stay in town and get drunk, it's the Bandito.
Okay,
5.
so 5.
All right,
No.
that's not going to help you. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
I would spend my grit had someone not rolled 12 extra hits on me.
I mean, they're weak. Just kill them.
All right, so we're doing 2. That
That's
is
2
2
hits.
hits.
Okay.
So
They only have 3 health, but they have 2 defense, so
I need to.
probably would be better to split your attacks here.
Yeah.
Like roll them one at a time.
Okay.
Especially since
so
you don't have grit.
this guy.
4. That's 2 damage, so if you...
No.
Yeah. Boom. He's
Okay,
dead.
he's dead. Great.
I'm gonna spend that, and
All
then
right.
And that guy, I guess. He's... Bam!
Dead.
Did. You
Nice.
have no more stranglers on you.
I
so
do
you
have.
are-
Oh
you
yeah,
are
I don't.
safe.
Okay.
You are safe.
All
Okay.
right,
So
my
little
turn.
girl
Give me that grit.
rolled it.
Nope. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and red is my held out pistol again. Now, the trusty axe is great for my combat hits, but it doesn't apply to my holdout pistol because it's only on combat hits.
Yep.
So the red one crits on 5 and 6, but is only at a +1. So that's a miss, and that's a miss. But my 1 melee went through, and that is going to be at a +2, which means that this is just at face value. It ignores their defense. So that's 6, and he's dead.
That's 8 damage.
Yep.
That is crazy.
All right,
All right, my
Bandito.
turn. Movement. Give me that grit.
No.
I got a grit.
Oh yeah.
I get a grit, but I don't need a grit. Hey, since I'm standing next to you, I could just hand you that.
There you go. That's
Because I don't need that, because
Yeah.
I
Hey,
got grit.
I got a
city.
tonic now.
I just get a grit, but I can't use it for anything, so it's lost. And then I get 3 combat. I'm going to use a grit. That's better.
And one
2
important
hits.
thing I don't think we've mentioned before is that once a die has been re-rolled, it cannot be re-rolled again.
Yep.
So even though he's got an extra grit there, he couldn't use that grit to re-roll that 2.
Let's start with that guy there. Nothing. Same guy.
Okay.
That's 2 damage.
2 damage on the dude.
On the dude.
Okay.
Attack.
Hold back. We get to heal a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So each of you pulls 1 off.
This is the nice thing about the saloon girl is she's just constantly giving you that little trickle.
Chipping away.
That little trickle.
Okay. Hold back the darkness.
It is hell's.
No, it's not.
It's not.
That's a 6 because we're at -1
Oh, yeah, that's
from
right.
this. So the darkness does move.
And think we are ignoring growing dreads in
Yep.
this mission.
Okay.
Okay. So then.
Gunslinger, you're up
Gunslinger.
first.
Okay.
Movement.
Let's do that.
Hey, you got a grit.
you got a grit.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
You gonna use that grit?
No.
Okay.
I don't got anyone on me. So
One
that's
hit.
1 hit.
Okay.
You have to shoot that.
Still
guy.
have to
going to
shoot
shoot
that
that guy, which will take. Who's that on? That's on.
That's on the
Bandito.
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 Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
All right.
Saloon girl, you do get to go.
All right. I'm gonna go because I'm at 5 and they're at 4, so I'm gonna roll my movement. 4 is
Still
not
no
helpful
grit.
for me. I'm gonna roll my 2 combat
Dose
hits.
melees.
Oh, that one is gonna
Into the
roll. Okay, 2
Dose
misses,
whiffs.
and I don't have any grit. So. it
Why
is
do you
what
guys
it
make
is.
me do everything? Why do I?
Well, you're
why?
gonna take some damage now. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So,
So
that's
the bandito
8.
gets 8 combat.
All right.
And then the saloon girl gets 4. So go ahead and grab 4 dice. We can speed this up a little bit by
Yep.
parallelizing.
All right. So that's gonna be.
Here's some much.
Oh no. I need.
Okay.
I need
Boop
2 of
boop
these.
and boop boop. All right. Here you go, buddy.
And for you, this is your roll. So
Giving
you-
that +2.
No, no, no.
no, I already
Oh.
added the 2.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So
It's
those.
this.
Are,
Okay.
I don't understand why you guys think the bandito cares about this.
Oh, Saloon Girl very much cares because I think the Saloon Girl is about to go down.
I take 2 damage.
Oh, I
take
take
1 damage. See? I
All
take
right.
2.
2 for you.
2 for me. Dosa. Okay. See? And now the bandito gets to go. Movement. Nothing. Combat.
So close.
I'm going to grit it.
All right.
Because I got 1 crit. And
All right.
You roll the same exact same.
Got too much of these same rolls going on with the group.
I do.
All right. Drop the
I
crit
don't
on the
know.
dude and kill him.
I have a guaranteed kill on the one guy.
Yep.
Or else I can try to roll and take out another guy.
Up to you.
I would probably take 1 out on.
So
It's your roll.
I think JC's in the most world of hurt, so I'm going to try to save him. So I'm going to try to punch the one that's on JC.
All right.
Nothing. Nothing.
That bandito
That bandito.
can't knock him down.
Trying to be helpful.
Well,
Okay.
You're lucky I don't have swinging fists yet, because I could just.
And
End of
me,
turn.
like that one time you did when I was a preacher.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we
each of
heal.
you heals 1.
You.
Chipping away.
Okay.
And
Hold back to the darkness.
That
All
darkness.
No!
It is not hell. The darkness
Milo,
progresses
you're going
more.
To make us lose this game.
And Gunslinger, start us off.
Okay.
Okay.
Movement.
There's that.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
2
Now,
shots.
2 shots.
Unless you can crit.
No.
Okay.
1 crit.
All
Nice.
right. The crit
You have
is
to put it on
gonna kill
He's
that
dead.
dude. All right.
Boom.
That's how you do it.
That's how it's done.
And
precision.
All right. Saloon Girl,
Aiming.
movement.
Also,
Not
you
useful.
right-clicked for some reason
I'm
on our
That
monitor.
is interesting. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my 2 attacks and watch me kill
Whip?
these stranglers.
Oh.
All right. Well, I didn't
Whip.
do that, but I
Whip.
will go ahead and guarantee kill that other dude because I ignore his defense, and yeah, he dead.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
I was.
Your turn.
I didn't want to pull
the
a Bandito
Strangler's
and
turn, I
leave him
mean. The Strangler. 4 attacks against JC. Against the old saloon girl.
Nothing.
Full whiff.
Okay. My turn. I get a grit.
You know what I keep forgetting? My trusty axe also lets me re-roll a melee to hit roll. And
Oh,
I'm
that's
doing
good.
that, so
I
I
already
should be
got it.
doing that.
Okay. You
I'm
had
just
your
going
own-
to keep them
Yeah,
here
your own
because I gotta generate them all the time. That's 2
Okay.
hits. Why did I roll 2? Okay, that's 1 whiff.
All right.
Dead. Dead. He's dead.
Hey!
All right.
We did it.
Guys, we did it.
We
All right.
did it.
Bottom of the turn, y'all heal. We get to catch our breath.
And then we catch our breath. So we heal a D3. That's 2 for me.
that's
I'm
1 for
almost
me.
back at full health.
I'm under half.
You know,
health or
but this
over.
is the part that's all about. It's all about these loot cards.
Did you get your grit?
I didn't. Oh, look at that! I get a grit now. Look at that, man! I'm so gritty.
That's cigarette though.
That cigarette, what a good combo. I just need something to spin.
Oh
on.
shoot!
Sack of gold dust.
What's this?
You know what? I don't want that. Okay, let's-
Draw an artifact card.
All right.
Ooh, go ahead and pull me a nice, good melee weapon.
This is gonna be for me.
No, it's a melee weapon for me. Go, oh no.
That one.
Okay.
No.
You don't want that one?
I don't want
Are you
that.
Sure?
There
This
was-
was the three-eyed skull.
The gloves of Chardrin.
Oh.
+1 agility. Once per turn, you may reroll an escape test.
Not bad.
Nice.
That's actually good for you. It lets you get out.
Yeah.
If you're able to pull a trusty pistol, that's actually
real
incredible
good
for you because
Because the trusty pistol has shots based on your agility, and you've already got a high agility, so that brings you to agility 4.
Hey.
All right, so that is the end of the turn. Make sure this gets back in the loot deck.
Yep.
The stranglers are gone.
Stranglers are
and
gone.
Go ahead and
Hold back that.
darkness.
double threes.
All right,
It is
well.
not. It moves twice.
Yep, it's
Creeping darkness. So darkness
technically
is
it's a
always
different-
searching for a way out. Move the darkness 2 steps forward.
So we'll stop on this 8 to resolve the darkness card.
We get overwhelming dread. Add a growing dread to the stack, which thankfully we're just completely ignoring growing
Okay,
dread.
and
this,
then since that's
victory.
resolved, we'll progress to the next one. And now
Good
it
plays.
is the
Good rolls. Good rolls.
Okay.
Gunslinger's turn. 4
4.
plus
6.
2 is 6.
Okay.
So there was double doors on this ambush attack, so again we don't have to worry about
Yep.
the
Which
doors.
way do we want to go? Do
Let's
we want to
go
go that
this way because we
Alright.
can kind of push the.
But
this way.
actually, he can't move.
So,
that-
actually,
he just stands there. You can
I will
scavenge. So roll 4
I'll
dice.
scavenge back here
Good
because
call.
that still has 1 left.
Roll 4 dice,
Oh, dice.
scavenge, and pull us an ambush attack.
That's
All
1.
right. So that is fully scavenged. We'll
he's
throw
he's
one
going to
more
pull
on
an
there.
ambush out of here, and we're just going to
Keep going forever.
slowly languish at the beginning of this mine.
Hideous discovery. Take 3 horror hits.
They do 2
Alright.
damage each.
Okay, so I need to make 4 pluses. 1,
so-
2. So I take 2 sanity.
Okay.
All right, so now the saloon girl gets to go.
All right. I'm really starting to regret the fact that we decided not to track XP and gold because I feel like at this point
Yeah,
we're
we
really
would be close to leveling up.
All right,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I will kick down that door.
We get a little mid passage.
Oh, perfect.
So the thing that
Yes.
sucks about mid passages is
There
they
is
don't-
no exploration token,
There's no expiration token on them,
but it is a new area to scavenge if that's what you're into.
and it also puts us 1 further down, so
It
we actually need to be
does.
2 further down where we are.
1, 2.
They're just a little warped. Okay,
No, we're right. That's right. 4.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So my turn. Movement. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm just gonna try to explore over there. That's not
That's
you.
me,
That's,
that's me.
you're not the gunslinger this time.
I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How dare you?
Or do we want to?
It's up to you. You're moving.
I want to go there.
Okay.
I want to go there. We can do this.
Okay.
And we get a mining room.
Okay. Then mining a room.
It goes in like a that. And look at that. The little
This is
mine
one of the fun
that's-
parts about this game is that honestly, if you have enough table space, you can make some really cool maps.
Yep.
Especially once you get into using portals and having things going in different directions.
Yeah.
So, okay, the Bandito's exploring on his own. That's fun.
Bye.
And now that is the end of the turn. No one's adjacent to me, so none of that matters. And let's go ahead and flip that exploration token.
We got an attack.
An attack with a
And a
portal.
portal, so-
since this is the starting mission, that don't matter.
You ignore portals, so there is 1 room or 1 door out of this room.
So, this is the first time we've actually had to use this.
No, not yeah.
So go ahead and
So if
What do
you
we-
notice, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for this one, we're determining where the opening is.
it is on the 6. The
So-
other 2 get capped.
So the other 2 get capped. Technical difficulties. So,
So we'll
these
put that
caps
there.
go on there and
Okay.
cap the mine, so you know that you can't go that direction.
All right. Now we generate an attack.
So that is
Yellow medium threat deck.
6 tentacles.
6 tentacles, a new enemy group. All right.
Oh, some tentacles. Okay. So
I
they
know
come
this is
in,
what everyone came here for.
checkerboard. You know, get that tentacle action.
Everyone's into that sweet tentacle action.
That sweet, sweet tentacle action. So
Okay.
they come in. And then I'm going to run away real quick, and I'll be back in a second while you guys roll initiative and set up.
Okay.
All right, so since this is a normal attack, these tentacles are only at their normal initiative of 2. It's not an ambush attack.
Yes, which is so nice to have.
So we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way and just leave that on our stack.
All right.
And you get to go ahead and...
Hold back that darkness. Hey!
It's held! Even at a 10, that's held.
Oh god, one away. Alright, so, on a 10. And then, now, movement. 1, I get a grit.
You get a grit. Now remember, if you so desire, you can use that grit for extra movement. I would recommend...
I will do that.
Okay, go ahead. All right, yeah, and then go ahead and roll your extra d6. So that's going to be 1 and 1. Unfortunately, on that extra roll, you don't get any grit.
2.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll be right there.
Okay.
I can't hit anything. I'm out of range.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just out of range.
So that is my turn.
That's your turn. Now, since we're in combat, you don't get an exploration phase,
Yes.
which is what would normally allow you to scavenge. But combat will negate that, so that means that even though you can't make an attack, you also can't make a scavenge action.
Yeah.
All right, I will go ahead and roll my movement because I'm initiative 5. Let's see, I got 6, which with the +2 gives me... Oh, you actually have +2 movement.
Oh,
still.
yeah, so that'd be there. And
so
then
actually-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you can hit one. So go ahead and
can hit
roll
one.
your attack against that guy.
Then, so they have a D... Okay, that's for later.
So-
1 crit.
So 1 crit, so go ahead and put that on him.
And I'm looking for killing.
Yes, yeah, because that's a
Yeah.
crit. So, all right, 1's down. And that would normally be 30 XP. Cool, okay. So I went ahead and I'm just saving this roll. Everybody saw it. That was 6, which with the +2 and the +1 from my fastness, it gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite enough to make it. Actually, it's 9. If I go there, it's enough to make it up against somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. My holdout pistol was reset. And I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Ooh,
All right.
right in a hit.
So I'm going to dump the crit on the guy next to me.
You technically have to put both on the person next to you.
Well, not if he's dead.
Sure.
So,
Crit first.
yep, the crit first because the crit is a melee. So we'll get that out of the way. And that is 1 + 2 is 3. So that puts 1 damage on him.
No,
It's a crit, so it would be...
Oh,
3 damage.
Yeah, 3 damage, you're right. Thank you.
So he has 1 hit point left.
So he has 1 hit point left.
So then you do have to shoot him with
I
your...
do have to use my 1 ranged attack against him, unfortunately. And that's going to do +1 damage, so that's 2, and that's not enough to make it through. Okay.
Unfortunate.
All right.
So, I go.
Ah, damn it. I need to remember next time that I can re-roll a melee to hit.
Yep. Okay, so my turn.
Yep.
Melee. Movement first.
That's a grit.
That's a grit, but I'm at max grit, so
Okay.
I'm going to just add...
You did the same thing as him. All right, so that's
I
2
get
+ 2.
4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
It's enough. It's enough. Okay. Going to go Punch City. Going to grit that.
Okay.
So that's 2 hits. We'll put them both on the same... Well, no, if I roll a 6. So we'll do the guy on that side. So that's...
You're talking about this guy?
Yep. So that's 3 damage.
Okay.
And then...
Nothing.
That's nothing. I'm going to grit that nothing.
Okay.
That's even more nothing.
Okay, even nothing.
Even more nothinger.
Okay, so that's your turn. So now it's the tentacles' turn.
So they have a movement of 6. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the only one that can really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
6. So they can.
So one of us only gets 1.
So roll for
So
gets
who
one.
gets 1? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only get 1. Of course.
Of course.
The tanky guy only
Of
gets
course. Okay, so this guy's gonna move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1. Okay.
And then this guy will move up here. And then we'll have this guy move up 5, And this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy will move over to here. Okay.
This would be further back, so he'd go there.
He's on you.
Now,
No,
this
he's-
guy
That guy.
would go here.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Cool.
All right.
So that is their combat 3. So that's 3 attacks on the bandito, 6 attacks on everyone else.
So grab 6 dice, Milo.
And sixes enable the smash ability. Tentacle to hit rolls of 6. Ignore hero's defense.
Yeah, so 6s are really bad.
Since these are damage 3, please don't roll sixes.
You're about to
Don't
kill me
roll
again.
6s. Don't roll 6s.
All right. They're melee to hit of 4+, so that's 1 hit on the bandito.
What did I say?
Sorry.
Milo.
So we got 3
I'm
sixes.
dead.
I just
girls
murdered
too.
the saloon
dead.
girl.
He just murdered me. I'm dead.
You're dead. You're down.
I'm hella down.
Oh
so
god,
I'm
they
gonna-
hit on 4 pluses. Okay, so you missed 2.
Yeah, but he's dead.
No, it doesn't matter. Those 6s kill me because that's 9 damage and I only have 8 health.
So you go to 8 health,
So
you fall over dead.
I will. What I do is I go ahead and put wounds equal to my max health on me.
Yep.
And now I'm going to be reliant on. Do you have the knockout tokens over there?
Yeah, we can just leave you knocked out.
Okay. I'm reliant on them to pick me up and get me off the map tile to revive me.
Yeah, so if there's no creatures that are on the map tile with you, you can be revived. Mm-hmm. So these 3 tentacles need to die, or we need to. There's no way to pull you off this tile because there's creatures on this tile too. So.
Yep.
So,
And since I'm down, my comforting presence doesn't do anything because I'm not present. So I'm going to go take a quick break and I'll be right back.
Okay, so Milo,
Guys.
you take 3 damage.
Okay.
And
That's kind of
Bandito got 1 hit
iffy.
from that.
Okay, just 1 hit.
Yep.
I fell it, so I take 3 damage as well.
So
And then you need 2 saves.
I'm not looking good. I might go down here too.
And then you need 2 saves, and I need 3 damage. You're fine.
Hey, I'm fine. All right, and then you need
3 damage.
3 damage.
Yep.
Man.
Okay, so hold back the darkness.
Hey.
It's not hell. Then we get a darkness card.
Ambush.
Flight of bats. Flood of bats.
Flood blank.
Flood of bats. A black tide of bats pours through the cavern, engulfing the heroes and passing by. Each hero takes 2 horror hits.
Okay.
So I fail both of mine.
I fail 1.
So I need 2 sanity damage.
Okay.
And then must pass a strength 4 test or lose 1 darkstone. None of us have darkstone, so I don't think any of us care.
Yeah.
And since he's unconscious, he doesn't take part in this event.
Well, now it's time to do the thing.
It's movement. You get it
Hey!
right. You're going.
I'm
use
going
it
to be
immediate-
spending that immediately to
shoot 4
pistol
times.
fan. So we're shooting 4 times.
That is a crit and 2 hits.
Crit and 2 hits. I'm going to. Oh, God.
You have a tonic, but it's probably worth saving for the damage. It's probably worth saving.
Yeah.
To do
All right.
So,
So crit. So the crit's going to become.
well, you're probably going to want to roll them 1 at a time
Yeah. I'm just
because
gonna
this guy is almost dead.
So
If you put the crit on him, he's guaranteed to die.
I kind of want that. I think.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it on this guy that already has damage.
So he's dead. Doesn't
So
matter
dead.
what you roll.
And then I'm going to put these 2 on him.
Yep.
And
That is 1 damage.
I'm going to burn one of these to add another 2.
So, and that puts him at 3. He's still up.
He's still up, but...
Yep.
Or can I re-roll damage?
You can re-roll damage. So you can spend a
I'll
grit.
burn that instead.
Okay, so
Yeah. So I'll
spend a
spend my
grit.
grit to re-roll these.
You're going to re-roll. Okay, you're re-rolling both of them. So that's 2 damage.
I'll
Now, if
burn
you
one.
spend 1, it does 4 damage on him. 1, 2, yeah.
So I'm still up.
You're still up. Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes.
So movement. I get a grit. I'm going to try to make an escape test. Their escape is 4+. I fail it. because I wanted to try to move in, because since he's unconscious, I could stand on his body. I was going to try to move in there, that way I can stand and punch all three. But I can only punch this one guy, so that is a crit. And then we'll do that. I will grit that damage, because I want to kill this thing. 3. That is not enough to kill it. Okay. So, these guys go.
So, one's on you.
Yep, and that guy has 3 health. So, this one's on me. One of them will go on me or you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They both go on you. So
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, he would go there. This guy.
Like that. I'm probably going down this turn.
So, I need 3 attacks against me, and I need to roll 6 attacks against you.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, hi, friend.
3 attacks.
I knew I was needed.
You are required.
Okay.
Oh,
You just killed me.
I think you're down, right?
Yeah,
3,
'cause-
6, 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I take
I'm
3,
I'm down.
And then a hit.
and then 1 hit, right? I take 6.
Okay. Well, here.
So that leaves me. That leaves
Are
me.
we getting right?
I'm still up. I'm still up. I am still up.
I mean,
They're
So,
coming
good for you,
back to you,
Bandito.
though.
Holding back the darkness. Since he's down, I have to hold back the darkness now. It's not held.
So that goes back.
Yeah, we're going to fail this mission. Movement. This is not looking good for
6.
for team. I'm going to make an escape.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make an escape
Please
test.
do.
And I do.
Okay.
So then
You can move over me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And then 3 combat. 2 crits.
Nice.
So that guy's dead.
Yep.
I'm guaranteed.
He's guaranteed dead because the lowest you can roll is a 1.
And
got one
then the
health
next
left.
guy. Oh, dog it, man. 3.
well,
So
we'll just
3
shift this
damage
over
on him.
There.
Yep. And who
Now
is
it's
this
the-
3 damage on? This was on this guy, right?
I believe so.
I believe so.
I'm not
Okay.
sure.
I don't know where that 3 damage came
It
from.
was one of them. It was one of them definitely.
No, that was the one that was killed. That one was
okay.
killed.
That guy's got
Okay.
it. Okay. So now it's Tentacle's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I need 6 attacks against me.
Okay.
Oh man.
All right, Bandito. You care yet?
Who cares?
I care.
No
Oh, I don't care.
Only 3 hits.
I don't care. I don't care.
Better.
Roll well, buddy.
Oh, no damage.
Okay.
No damage. Okay.
Okay.
Holding back the darkness. The Bandito don't care. So close. In 11.
Okay.
That was almost double 6.
So-
Well, it was
amazing.
actually a 10. Because
Sure,
Yeah.
But whatever.
So now at initiative 5, there are no enemies on my map.
So yeah, so you get to stand up, I believe.
I believe so.
and now
Or do
we're
I
the
have to
rule
give up
consultation.
And why do you guys talk about
Well,
something
while we're doing that,
No,
I'm
we're
gonna
not.
go
We
ahead
are
and,
not. We are
come
not. We
on.
do not have a marketing thing yet.
Come on.
We are not.
Come on, it's mysterious familiar.
It's the mysterious familiar for a limited time only from Silver City Brewery.
We're
It's
not
the dessert
sponsored
stout.
by
We're-
anybody.
we're not sponsored
We are
by them.
a YouTube channel that is just starting. So I just want to make it very
Does
clear.
it count if, like, because we're not getting paid to market this, but they do pay me because I work there. So I don't know.
there's-
Like,
The weird, it's ads are weird on YouTube.
but hey, they're not paying us to talk about this beer. I'm just talking about it because I have this beer and I like to drink it.
No, I have to give up my turn to help recover you.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
so
hey.
then I'm down.
So you don't stand up on your own.
So your
Okay.
turn is killing those two.
Yeah. So movement first.
I'm actually
No grit.
Oh, could you make it back to him and wake him up?
I could. So I could. Do
What's
I do
your
that?
movement?
I
6.
just rolled a 6, so 8.
So 8.
What do you do? Wait, do you have to spend your whole turn?
I have to give up my attack, so I can move to you and then get you up.
Well, it's your choice, Bandito.
Why are you putting this pressure on me? I just
Because
want
it's
to
on you.
I just want to punch him. I'm a punchy guy.
Well, if that's what you would do, then that's what you would do.
Escape test. Escape test. I succeed. So now
It's up to you. What would you do?
I would say yes. So
What
that way
does the grizzled bandito, man of grit?
you need to spread out those hits. You can't take 2 attacks on you again.
but they could just then knock us both down because he's only going to recover 1d6 and take a injury.
It's up to you.
Oh God. Oh God. Why are you putting this pressure on me? I don't appreciate
The pressure is on you.
You know what?
That's how it
You
works.
know what? I'm attacking.
Man of grit.
I am a punchy bandito.
Okay.
I don't.
This is a character
This is
decision.
how we lose
I
the
don't-
game.
This is a character decision.
care about you as oh God. Do I care about? I do care about this saloon girl. So I made my escape test. So then
Okay.
I give up my attack to aid a KO'd character. You immediately roll on the injury chart.
Okay.
So you went down from injuries.
Yep.
So you roll 2d6
2d6
on this chart.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. You got a chest wound. You're a -1 initiative.
Oh no, that puts me at 4.
Okay.
Oh.
However, you
Oh.
regain 2d6 any mix. So
2d6 mix.
2d6 mix.
7. I'm gonna go ahead and
Just
heal
all
almost
health.
all of my health. Okay.
And that's it for me because,
That's
But
okay.
You're back up.
you're back up.
Back in the fight.
And now these guys go.
Okay.
And they would each would go on one of us.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And so I need 3 attacks against the bandito, and then 3 attacks against the saloon girl.
Milo, what the fuck?
Milo!
Okay. So that is.
Also, do they hit on 3s? No, they
No.
hit on 4s. So yeah, you take just.
I take 3. No, it just ignores defense. So I just take 3 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
So
I
not
take
dead.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Okay, I need 3 damage.
All right.
How are you doing?
End of the turn.
I have not much left.
Bandito heals 1.
Okay, so go ahead and take one of those back.
Okay. Hold back the darkness,
Okay.
Mr. Cigarette Man.
That
is an 8.
So that
we're good.
still
Still
works.
held.
We're good. Okay.
Okay.
You go first.
I go first. Movement is a 5. That's not going to help me.
The wounded
Spread
one's
out.
on you. Yep. But the wounded
So-
one's on you, so if you hit him,
I just
you can
gotta hit
kill
him. And I
That's
crit
a
him,
crit.
so he's dead.
So he's dead.
All right, so that's 1 less going on. And then,
It's
all right, Bandito.
my turn. Movement. 5.
Yeah.
Escape test.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay. Whoop.
Hello.
You
Okay.
recover
So-
2d6.
Well, first injury.
Yep. So 2d6 on the injury chart.
That's 8.
8. You got a crushed arm. You are -1 combat.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that's so hard for a gunslinger.
Yeah, you don't care. You're -1 combat.
Okay.
But
And you
however,
heal 2d6.
one important thing to note about the gunslinger is that they do start at only 1 combat. So he
And
has.
you can never reduce your combat to less than 1.
Yeah,
so
he
it
has 1
actually
combat still.
Doesn't matter. And
I
then
heal
double
full,
sixes.
so I heal 10 there, and I take 2 damage.
Exactly.
This is a delicious Pepsi Cola.
Okay, so that is your turn. So
Yeah.
now it's that lone tentacle's turn.
And he targets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, it's not me for once.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
How's it going? Welcome to the
So
party.
I'm going to roll trip 6s.
Oh no.
So 1 hit and 3 damage.
So I'll take 3 damage, and then I need to roll.
You're good.
All right.
All right.
It's your
hold
turn.
back the darkness.
Oh yeah, hold back the
Oh,
darkness.
that's you. That's you, because you have it. Because you survived.
Nope. Failure.
Okay.
We are getting really close to losing this game.
All right.
Gunslinger, your go.
Yeah, I don't
Move
like.
it.
I don't like the guy
No.
here,
Okay.
right next to me.
2 crits.
2
That'll-
crits.
I want murder.
He did.
He's very dead.
Okay.
Okay, so we catch our breath. So I get to heal a d6.
I get to heal a
and
D6.
I hope. Yes!
That is.
4.
So that'd be 2. I would heal 2.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're no one's next to me. Never mind.
No one's next to you.
Okay.
But we do get
Okay.
a
Pistol
healed
resets.
loot card.
And you get a grip for that.
And I get a grip for that.
I get
More fucking gold. bars.
Darkstone.
Right.
You know what? I'll take a gear. I'll take a gear.
Oh, so
Right.
that's 3. I get 3
There
Darkstone.
you go.
I'll take a rune of shadows.
Is that? Oh,
Oh.
give him your rune. He's got Darkstone.
You got Darkstone?
I
It's
do.
Use 1 grit to ignore the damage from a single enemy.
What does it take to apply?
1 Darkstone to attach to any item.
Okay. Well, if you want.
Yeah. Either way, you can give me a
So-
Darkstone and I attach it, or
You haven't really
know,
gotten anything.
The
yet.
way.
No, but I
Oh, wait.
generate grit like
He's
crazy.
squishy.
He's squishy, but I'm the only one with grit to use it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Somebody take it.
Somebody take it.
Do you want it?
I'm good.
Okay.
You
take
attach it. Just
I'll attach it.
so toss your
to-
Darkstone in the
So
thing.
the way that attachment works in this game is that on our cards, some of them have this cool little filigree
Upgrade
pip on
slot.
the bottom. That is an upgrade slot. You need an item with an upgrade slot to upgrade. He pays the upgrade cost, which in this case is 1 Darkstone, and then it is from then on attached to whatever he puts it on. The only thing that's got slots for him is a pistol. So he now has a pistol with the Rune of Shadows on it.
All right.
Which he can use grit to ignore the damage from a single enemy hit, which is pretty good for the gunslinger. They need that.
Okay.
Okay, so hold back the darkness.
Wait, didn't we just do that? That's how it got there.
Yes.
Yeah, we did it before getting loot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
But
all right.
we did our loot. We did our catch our breath. My pistol's reset.
So that's
4.
4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
3, 4, and then I'm gonna scavenge.
All right.
You monster.
All right, that's 1 success.
I just keep getting 1 successes. Nothing here.
All right, nothing here but 10 XP. My turn. At initiative 4, I roll a 4 for movement, which is a 6 for me, and I'm just going to go there and kick down that door.
And we get the vault.
The vault.
The vault. Let's see,
Right.
we come in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can do it. We can
I
do
can
it.
slide over.
We can
a
do
little
it.
bit more.
Don't break the map yet.
Okay.
It looks cool.
It looks super cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that you have the old lantern.
Yeah.
I have the old lantern. All right, we need to put an
Oh,
expiration
bearer
token
light.
down.
Ba-boom.
And then my turn, movement. That's like a 6. I believe I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect.
Okay,
I am
nearly
definitely
done.
not going to scavenge behind us because there's an expiration token that's about to come out.
Okay, end of the turn. You heal.
I heal 1, so thank you.
Okay. And
Oh,
hey, it's our
final
second clue. Perfect.
So you have to look on the mission to see when you find the final clue. Sometimes you ignore the event. When the second clue is revealed, ignore any encounters or attacks on the token. And since we're ignoring Growing Dread, we're ignoring it all. This room has no exits. Instead, the heroes must draw a red threat card, a high threat card, no matter the size of the party, and take care of that. So what do we get? We got
Hi.
1 Night Terror and 1 medium
Get
card.
this off the table to avoid confusion.
Ooh, man, and then we get to see the Peril die in
the
action.
PP spiders.
So we got some PP spiders. So 2 peril die.
That's where the PP comes from. Is
Yeah.
the
2
Peril and
perils.
peril.
Peril and peril. So it's a PP spiders. So 8 spiders.
Okay.
So that's a
While
good-
he's doing that, I'm going to roll for the P stranglers.
So this is going to be how many stranglers we end up with,
6.
and it's 6. All right, so 6 stranglers.
Yeah, I don't like our chances here.
What did we roll? How many? 8 spiders and 1 mind terror or night, terror.
Yep. And then 6 of these guys. So
So while we're doing this, what we need to do is we need to find all of our enemies. We've got the night terrors, we've got the stranglers, and we've got the void spiders, bringing back all the hits. And the way that we do this is that since the night terrors are initiative 3, they're going to go last. So we're going to go ahead and put them at the back.
yep.
That's that guy. Next up on the list is going to be the stranglers at initiative 4. So
We
the
got 6 of
stranglers.
these guys. So
We're gonna go in 1, a do, ba-dump, ba-dump, ba-doo, and then him, here there.
and then 8 spiders.
All right, and the PP spiders will fill in
So the nice thing is, as long as we focus down the Night Terror, we are actually in a really good spot here because we can only have 2 creatures in front of us at a time. Mm-hmm. So,
All right, we're hitting the end of this.
yep, there, and then it goes back to the beginning
So they're gonna backfill.
and fill in the checkerboard. Yep. So, if we're able to kill, the thing that we're going to need is our saloon girl here has some dynamite.
I do. I've been saving it for this moment.
Our gunslinger is in a great spot because he's not in the front line combat. We need to kill this Night Terror because the Night Terror can displace everyone because he's large.
Mm-hmm.
If we get him killed, we can then just kind of like hold the line and just tank everything and just burn it down in front of us. So
Burn it
I
down,
think
baby. Burn
as
it,
long
burn
as
it
we're
down.
able to not have the darkness escape, we're going to be in a
The
decent
darkness
spot.
is going to escape. I'm telling you right now.
That's probably true.
Yeah. You just
Okay,
that's the thinking.
so
Milo.
hold back the darkness.
All right.
That's the first thing we need to
I'll
do.
lay these out just so as we knows.
9-8, it is held, so you can cram your negativity in your
Well,
negative
there's still
hole.
more turns left.
Okay. So top of the turn order is Void Spiders.
They
Oh yeah,
just-
this would move up, right?
It should.
well, yeah.
Technically.
Put
Let's
the
double check
purple
our
one
count. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, so it's right here.
Yep. But it's still a 7+, which is technically an 8+ because of
Yeah.
that encroaching darkness.
There is an advanced rule about when these 2 pass each other, but we're not playing with it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what we need is all the spiders just move forward.
Okay.
And a spider cannot go on this zone because it's less than half.
Let me just make sure they've got a move of 8. So yeah, they can definitely make it there.
So
Okay,
they just,
so we're just gonna fill in all this jazz. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
and that's it. And
Okay.
then there are 2 attacks on me and 2 attacks on the saloon girl.
Yep, because they each
Okay.
have a combat 2.
Yep.
So
And they hit on 4+.
Well, that's one hit.
1 hit on Bandit.
One hit on the saloon girl.
Bandit don't
Green
care.
girl does care. That sucks. Okay, so she takes 2 damage.
2 damage. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
And then Gunslinger, it's your go.
Yes. So movement. I get a grit.
Perfect
Perfect.
time because you
So-
also get to move 3. So 1,
Don't forget
2,
you've got that
3,
tonic as
4,
well.
5, 6. Unfortunately for you, the Night Terror is out of range.
I need to get one closer.
But you can start clearing off all kinds of things right now.
So do not kill the spiders that are in front of us, but you can start killing the stranglers.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably the best move for you.
I am going to spend my grit to do 4 attacks.
It is a crit, 2 hits.
A crit, 2 hits. Okay. So, I'm gonna pop that crit on this guy here.
Yep. So
Uh,
2,
Okay.
2.
That's all right.
not enough to kill him.
Not quite enough. You can drop a hit on him.
I'm
if
gonna
you
drop another hit on him.
want. Okay. Not enough. All right.
The last one on him.
Not enough. All right. He's
Okay,
got 2
so
on him.
someone has 2.
All right. So
Next up,
is
Stranglers.
the Stranglers because I am at initiative
They
4
just
now.
move in as far as they can because they are not large.
And they can't displace small, right?
And they can't displace small.
Okay.
Only large and extra large and bigger can displace.
What is the
So-
thing about small?
Nothing. There's nothing about small.
Okay.
Only if you have an ability like the Enforcer has, like, you do extra damage against medium
Okay.
and smaller creatures and stuff
Okay.
like that. So, that is it. Now it's the gunslinger, or the Saloon Girls.
Saloon
turn.
Saloon Girl. All
So,
right.
we
Movement.
are on the same tile as the Night Terror.
Yep. So that is a 7
7
for
8
movement, 8 for movement, but I'm not going nowhere.
Yep.
I will take my 2 terror hits, and I take them
Actually,
both.
take them.
All right. Not great. Not great. All right. Now I'm going to save my holdout pistol.
Are you going to throw dynamite?
I'm going to throw dynamite. So why don't you grab the dynamite card just
Yep.
for
I got it right
explosives
here.
and giggles.
So, this is the way that it'll be.
All
So
right.
Dynamite,
So dynamite is a fun mechanic. This
You
is
can
the side
throw
back
it-
token that I took at the beginning of the game. So what I'm going to do is I get to make a ranged attack The range is based on my strength, so
Plus
I can
3.
My strength plus 3. My strength is 1, so I can throw this a total of 4. So I get to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm just gonna aim for right here.
That's perfect. Yep.
So I'm aiming for this spot. So we're just gonna set this here as a reminder. Now I need to make a ranged attack. My range to hit is 4+. If I miss this 4+,
It's going to
then
bounce
it's going to
around.
start bouncing around. So we'll see what it does. It's a 4, so it lands exactly where I want it. So now what we do is we're going to go around and roll damage for each of these guys.
So now the interesting thing about the Saloon Girl is she's one of the only classes that actually gets plus damage on her dynamite, because that dirty fighting is +1 damage.
Dirty fighting.
Period. So she's going to add +1 damage to all of her attacks. So we'll start with this guy.
That guy is dead.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Calm down.
Spider accident. We'll just make
Okay,
that guy
we'll do that.
accident.
We'll go against
This guy now.
that guy next.
2, 3 damage, so he only
he's
has 3.
dead, because all of these dynamite attacks ignore defense.
All right,
That guy...
We'll go on this guy.
Okay, sure. He's dead.
Dead. Okay, and then we'll go on this guy.
He's dead.
Dead. And then we'll go on this guy.
He's dead.
He's
All right.
dead. Well, actually, barely, because that was 2 + 1, so...
It,
but
it
he only has
ignores
1
defense.
hit point.
Yeah.
He only had 1 hit point.
And it was minimum 2 damage. So okay.
this guy.
And then that guy is dead.
And then this
And
guy.
that guy is dead.
And then this guy.
Is dead.
Okay, I'm going to say the Saloon Girl definitely has enough XP to level up.
Definitely.
So that would have been 75 plus. That would have been a lot of XP.
Yeah, so that was what, 2 Stranglers, so that's 50, and then
what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so
yeah.
50, so 125, so...
Yeah, so it would have been 125 XP right there.
Yeah.
And not counting all the healing and everything else. All right, so that's Dynamite. Dynamite is fun.
Dynamite is fun.
It's also really great against the undead.
So the Night Terror gets to go.
Night Terror gets to go.
So the Night Terror has a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the nice thing is he can't break our line, so he's going to attack me or the Saloon Girl.
So odds or evens. I will be odd as a Saloon Girl.
Off
Roll
the
a different
table.
die. It's even.
So it's on
finally
me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So perfect. So we're still holding the line.
All right.
He attacks me 4 times. 4.
Hey, Bandito, you care?
Oh, I don't. I might care. No, I don't.
No.
Okay. He
whiffs these.
it. Beautiful.
It is my turn now. So movement, no grit. 2 horror hits because this big ugly Night
ugly
Terror is in
bug.
my face. I fail both of those, so I take 2 sanity damage. I'm going to go insane. I'm not going to pass out. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And then 3 combat.
All right.
That's a crit and a hit.
hit.
You know what? I'm going to grit it. I think so.
I would not have done that myself, but
Okay.
I'm not the Bandito.
You don't think that? Hey, who's the only one who didn't die in the last round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the red's the crit. I'm playing all these on the Night Terror because he just
Okay.
needs to come off the board. So 3 damage.
Okay, 3 damage to the Night Terror, so we're just going to track that on his card.
Yep,
Okay, well, he's down 25% health. That's not bad.
not bad.
Okay, now
Pull
then.
back the darkness.
Bottom of the turn, both of you heal 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I have. Oh man, this is a tough call. These guys, there's no tentacles, so I should be fine on
Okay,
health.
make your call. You're good.
Okay, holding back the darkness.
Oh, thank God.
Darkness.
Pull a darkness card.
I'm just so glad that it wasn't double ones.
Each hero takes 3 hits. Also place on a random hero's tile. There's suffocating mist on this tile. A green mist fills the passage, choking the heroes in a poisonous fume. So we choose a random tile between the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead. On the table. So it's on this table. It's on this
Okay.
table.
Which is
suffocating
Which is
mist.
not bad because then we can just take 1 step back.
Yeah,
On your
I'll
turn,
be able
take
to
a step
back up.
back.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
all
yeah.
just take a step back.
Okay, so each hero takes 3 hits, though.
Each hero takes 3 hits.
And then any hero ending their move on that map tile takes 2 hits.
I take 2.
Okay.
I take 2.
I take 2.
I take 2.
I take none.
Okay. 7. Okay. But we're fine. We're fine.
We're fine.
We're fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
You guys sound like
fine.
me when things are going bad.
Okay, Gunslinger, you gotta go. No, Void Spiders go first.
Void spiders go
Oh, yeah,
first.
So
that's
the only one that can target someone is the one that's on the Saloon Girl. So we need 2 attacks against the Saloon Girl. 2 hits.
Alright.
Saloon Girl care? Saloon Girl care? Saloon Girl don't care.
She good. Alright.
good.
All right.
All right.
Now,
Now,
so I'm just moving back 1.
Yep.
Nice.
And now I'm going to. Do I drink this at the end of my turn?
no, you can drink it
Whenever.
I'll drink this and use that grit to do 4
Yeah.
on. We'll just do 4.
4 hits.
Ooh.
Alright, hey, that's a
1
crit and a hit.
crit and 2 hit. Oh, what do you want?
One hit.
Yeah.
One
crit
crit,
hit.
1 hit. I will slap that crit on the Night Terror.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
So yeah.
Okay, so 4.
4 damage on
That's
him.
not bad. That's not bad.
And then I'll slap this other one on the Night Terror. as well.
less than half health.
Keep it on the night.
Hey,
so
that's 2 damage.
I'm gonna burn this.
so that's 4 damage.
Okay, so
call.
he's real close. He's got 1 health left.
He's got 1 health left.
All right.
Perfect. You did not injure move on that space, so you're good.
I'm
Yep.
good.
Okay.
Okay. So
Next
It is the Strangler's turn.
Stranglers. So they
just step
move
forward.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
Step to us. Okay.
Did
Now.
you use your pistol yet?
No, not yet, because I used dynamite.
Huh.
And I didn't use my free attack, because I was waiting for other things to get in range.
The question is, do you take a step back and shoot him and try to and then I take a step back and let everything flow to us? Or do we just tank the hits from the gas?
I'm kind of down to just tank the hits from the
I'm
gas,
down
honestly.
for just getting
So,
high on some gas.
It's my turn.
movement.
Movement.
Hey, I get a grit. I need
Get
that.
a grit.
Okay.
2 terror hits though, because we
2
are on
terror
the top.
hits.
This homie needs to die.
So that
fine.
is good. And then I'm going to end my movement, which means I take 2 more hits.
Yep.
I block 1, so I just take 1
It's
damage.
only 1 damage.
I
Oh,
think so.
in that case, I'm just going to stand here.
Any hero, any other move tile in this map
just takes a
takes
hit.
2
So
hits.
if it's
Yeah.
not defined, it's just 1 damage. Oh,
Okay.
whatever.
So I take 1 damage from that, which is not great, but you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the whole shebang, and I have a grit, so I'm gonna use it.
And since it was all rolled at the same time,
So I'm gonna leave that 5 because that is a hit, and I'm gonna roll those. Well,
So 2 melee
2
hits.
melee hits. That's okay. My pistol is done for this fight.
So, but these are plus 2 damage.
They are plus 2 damage. So the first one doesn't matter because I don't have any grit. It's going to go on the Night Terror, which I just got to roll a 2+.
Yep. He's dead.
He's dead.
Night Terror is gone.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, and then my last hit is on the last spider in front of me. He's dead.
Yep.
Okay.
It's plus 2 damage.
Yep.
He has 3 health.
All right. Cool.
Okay. So tough call. Do I step forward? If I step forward, that breaks the wave, and they can wash over us. But there's not very many left.
You have
so
a pistol.
What am I thinking? I have a pistol. Movement. Nothing. I'm just going to shoot 2 times.
Wait. You still need to take your 2 hits.
Oh, 2 hits. 2 hits. I didn't see what these were. I passed both of those.
Okay.
And then, do I shoot twice or do I? Yeah.
Yeah, you shoot twice.
I shoot twice. 1 hit. You know what? I'll put it on the
Strangler?
middle strangler in the
Okay.
back. Having dice problems.
6. He's dead.
All right.
He's dead. Okay. So that's it. Hold back the darkness now, right?
Yep.
Yep. Just hold it. We're almost there.
Pressure number 3.
Pressure.
Oh, that was
That was
almost.
so close to an ambush.
Oh God.
Okay.
We're good. We're good, guys. We're good.
Void spiders scoot up.
They make
so
their attacks. That's 2 attacks on each of us.
2 attacks on me. 2 attacks on JC. I mean.
So that is 1 hit. On,
They're not hitting you.
1 hit on the Bandito.
Bandito don't
Bandito's
care.
good. All right, Gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
Hey.
6 for movement.
Go ahead and step forward. Yeah.
Don't matter.
Okay, and then 2 attacks.
1 crit.
1 crit. I'm gonna
Put it-
slap that on a
yeah.
strangler.
Strangle that strangler.
Oh, so close.
That's okay. And you're out of dead shots.
Okay.
Yes.
Out of Deadeye shots. All right. So that's your turn. The stranglers will go.
Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Our protective barrier of spiders is holding.
Yes. Thank you, spiders. Thank you.
All right, it is the saloon girl's turn. That is a 2 for movement, not a 1. That's what I wanted. All right, my holdout pistol is gone. I will roll my trusty axe. That's a miss, but my trusty axe, I finally remembered once per turn I may re-roll a melee to hit roll. And I got 2 hits. So that means I'm going to kill the spider on the left, and I'm going to kill the spider on the right. And they're both gone.
Okay, at this point, I am going to move. It's my turn.
Okay.
I get a grit for that, and
Okay.
I am going to step forward.
Okay.
Which means I end my turn in the gas.
Yep.
So
Oh, I didn't take my hits. You're right.
I pass both
I
of
passed
those.
both of mine.
I am going to melee because I want this to end. Because we need this to
Yeah.
end. That's 1 hit. I'm going to use my grit to re-roll these 2 hits here.
Okay.
That's 2 hits. Okay.
First hit.
First hit on the guy who's damaged.
Okay. That's
not enough. Guy who's damaged. He's dead.
dead.
Okay.
But hold back the darkness now,
Hold
right?
back the darkness. I don't know why I threw those.
Over there.
10! 9! We're good!
Okay,
Oh!
9. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Things are getting a little heated here.
All right, Gunslinger. The spiders are gone.
Okay, so movement.
I get a grit.
You get a grit.
Meanwhile,
You're just
I
going to use that grit,
am
right?
even keel.
You're just
All right.
going to get that, use that grit
Why?
to
Doesn't he
shoot
shoot?
4 times.
It's okay. He's fine. Do what you want to do.
Shoot her.
Oh, actually, I like the narrative thing of just like unloading.
All right. The last hurrah.
3
so
hits.
That's 3 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. We know where they're going.
Oh, come on. Oh, he's
Oh,
dead.
he's so dead. He's so dead.
Yeah.
Ba-boom!
So that means we have successfully, barely by the skin of our teeth.
Completed the
Survived.
first mission.
So
in
now we
this
would get
amazing
some.
game.
We would get some Darkstone. We would get some XP. We would go to town. We would buy things.
We forgot to be healing the comforting presence on that
Yeah.
for a couple rounds, but that's okay because at the end of
It's one of those things when you forget, you forget.
Yeah.
Just move on. It's a cooperative game. Like
Yep.
it's not the end of the world.
but at the end of the adventure, all of your
we fully heal. We
fully
get a grit.
heal.
We would get some loot.
We would get 2
loot cards. So let us roll
Let's go
through
ahead and
this.
do our
so you
loot
can see
real
this.
quick.
So each of us draws 1 and then doesn't reveal it.
So draw 1, don't show.
And then you draw
one more.
another one because there was 2 cards making creatures, and then you reveal them.
Boom!
I don't want this one, so I'll take that one
I
instead.
get
Hey.
I get an artifact.
Shard.
I get a dark stone.
And then he gets a gear and you get an artifact.
I got me some Darkstone bullets. One of the lamest artifacts in there.
And he gets a gear card.
You get a hunting rifle. That's
Oh
pretty
man,
good.
I can't use that.
Nope, none
That's
of
no
us
good.
can.
None
Well,
of
he
us
can.
can.
Bandito can.
I can, but
He's not gonna.
I'm not gonna. I mean,
So that's the great time to go ahead and look at the cash value on that
Yeah.
and sell it in town.
Oh yeah.
town.
All right, so
That's it. Let's
that's it. At the end of the adventure, we each get a D6 of Darkstone.
For this one, it is a D3 of Darkstone.
D3 of Darkstone, so I would roll for that, and I would get 2. And then the last thing you do at the end of the adventure is going to be for each Darkstone item and piece of Darkstone that you have, after everyone's fully healed,
You roll for corruption.
we would roll for corruption.
So
I have 3 Darkstone.
Yep.
You have a Darkstone.
I have a Darkstone bullet.
rune, and then how many pieces of Darkstone?
3.
You got another
So
one.
you got 4.
Oh yeah, I got 4.
Four
No,
dice.
I got 5. No, I
Five.
picked
You
up.
would have 5.
So
Yeah.
okay.
And then we would get whatever we had from the D3. So
Yep.
2.
So I already did mine. So I've got 3 total.
I have 2 total.
So roll a die for each of your Darkstone items and pieces of Darkstone.
I'm fine.
If
So
you roll a 1, 2, or 3,
you then take a
you
corruption.
take a
hit.
corruption hit. So this
I rolled
3.
2 3s.
So then now you make willpower saves for those.
So roll your willpower,
So
No.
no.
Yes.
Okay.
You take 1 corruption.
and
you
I take 1
corruption.
corruption.
Your initial corruption resistance value is 5. Once you reach 5 corruption, you mutate, you grow tentacles,
It's a lot of
fingers.
All kinds
really
of
good.
things.
So, I mean, that's it. That's the initial starting adventure. What'd you think, Milo?
Well, after
Move us
playing
over there. We're over there now. Hi, over there.
after playing this one 3 times in a row,
Finally.
I mean, yeah, I finally had a successful run, I think. I think this game's really great. I think it's really good. I think it's really fun.
So it's it can be challenging. Sometimes let's just lay out some of the frustrations sometimes the RNG elements and the pools where it's like you get passage after passage sometimes. Sometimes you just keep rolling really low.
Or we had this much left in the stack, and so on this mission we were only looking for 2 clues. But
some of the missions you're looking for 3 or 4 clues, and it might be
the entire stack only has 5 clues.
Yeah, so maybe all your clues are at the very last 5.
We've literally had that happen where we were looking for 3 clues, and we went through
the entire deck,
whole deck
until the last 5. So sometimes there are elements that can lead to a little bit of frustration, but the thing is, like, if you reach that point, like, if your party's okay with it, just grab a clue token, right? Like, just be like, you know what, this is running long.
Just cheat.
Just cheat. It's a cooperative game. It's a cooperative game, and if the table's not having fun,
or you just play by the rules of the game and see what happens, and
or you just go all in and be like, okay, look, this was just a shitty run. Sometimes when you're diving into Eldritch mines,
things get
bad,
shitty.
Right?
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Just embrace the suck, man.
So the thing is, if you're playing where you don't have to really explain people, where you're not talking about what you're doing, parallelize the combat a lot of times for the creatures. You can get this game moving really fast.
Yeah, when people
really
know how to play
fast,
it, it can go pretty quick.
and it is just a ridiculous amount of fun.
It is a lot of fun. If you like RPGs, if you like loot generation, if you like just smashing monsters. I mean, honestly, I don't know anybody that I've played this game with that they're like, no, that's not for me. Everybody.
I know of one person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally everybody I've played with wants to play more of it. I get people bugging me to teach them how to play all the time, and I just unfortunately don't have the time to sit down and teach everybody, all the time. But hopefully, this video will be helpful for people. I know it ran a lot longer than we thought it would.
We're at like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, we were thinking it'll be like a
45-minute video, right? Yeah, whatever.
But then, with Milo rolling to hold the darkness, things happen,
now, I do my best every single time. All those dice rolls were perfect.
That's a perfect example of sometimes the RNG in the game. Like, you just get ambushed after ambush after
I
attack.
think the longest chain we've had was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, and sometimes some of these cards, cards like, hey, this one's draw 2 medium cards, right? Yeah. And so then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go draw 2 medium cards.
And then it's like, draw.
And then you end up drawing draw 2 low threat cards. So now you have 1 medium that's also like, hey, just 6 tentacles. And 2 low threat cards, and then you have just a sea of enemies, and you're like, oh, what do we do? And it's
Wish
like,
I had some dynamite.
Yeah, dynamite. That's the answer.
But I mean, if you're looking for a game that has RPG elements, that has a lot of loot, a lot of dice rolling. And the beautiful thing about it for me is just the fact that it runs itself. That you don't need to have a dedicated GM for it.
Yeah.
It's everybody can play. Everybody's part of the party. It's a really fun cooperative game. Yes, it takes up a lot of space. Organization is an issue.
Yeah. So these,
but there are some really cool
Broken
Token
has these and again nothing to do with
not
us,
sponsored.
Right?
Nobody knows who we are.
No, yeah, we're the 5 of you that are watching this.
Well, that's generous.
Well, we have friends. We each have.
We're counting ourselves,
right?
So.
As we go over here.
You think
Thomas and I will watch it, and then if we can find 3 other people, that's 5.
Yeah,
okay, I'm glad you leave me out of that.
Yeah.
I don't got the time. No,
you got the Adam Driver thing. You absolutely refuse to watch anything.
I hate watching myself.
I'm watching it at 2 times speed, so it's only an hour and like 20-something minutes at this point.
But man, the expansion content that's available in this, there's tons of new heroes that are super thematic and super fun. Tons of new monsters, new worlds. I hope and wish more people would play this game.
It's great.
And
And there's an awesome community around it too. There's a really cool Facebook page that incorporates a lot of the community who are invested in this game. Like we mentioned before, Dice Fest is an annual event that is a convention.
In October usually.
In October near Halloween, Dice Fest
Seattle
goes on.
area if you're here.
Yeah, for people who don't know Washington, it's in the Seattle area. For people who do know Washington, it's south of there. But it's it's a cool convention. You get to meet the developers. They're really cool people.
Your cardinal directions are
They might be wrong.
incredibly.
They
wrong.
might look. I just go there. I don't.
It's Redmond.
Okay, whatever. I was thinking it was Renton.
It's
So
northeast.
okay, whatever. It's not in Seattle. That's how much I know
It's
about.
Seattle adjacent.
It's Seattle adjacent. Anyways, Flying Frog is an awesome company. They make cool products. This is a really fun game. Check it out if you
I
get a
don't know
chance
if
to.
their late pledge is still open for adventures. It might be worth Googling.
It might be worth Googling. Check out the Kickstarter. Otherwise, there's
They have a web store. You can,
It is
you can
available.
buy this. If you buy on their web store, you do pay MSRP, which is at the $99 mark.
Yeah,
But you get a bunch of like cool promo cards
and everything's
stuff.
guaranteed to be there. So.
We'll have
Yeah.
all the links in the description because
Wait, no, that's a bunch of posts. We don't do posts.
we do post.
We don't do posts.
We do post.
We don't do posts.
He doesn't do posts, but the rest of us sort
It
things
is
out.
going to be in the description when we upload this video.
Oh yeah, this is YouTube. So like and subscribe, smash. I don't even know
Pay no
where they
attention
are.
to the man's fingers.
Wherever they are, click them and
Hey,
time to get ring the bell for notifications. Is that the one I hear?
we're starting out
With
on
all the YouTube we use.
if you liked what you saw, this is only the start. So we are, of course, over the next couple of videos, going to be tweaking things, making
it better.
a little bit cleaner.
The sound will get better. The lighting will get better. We'll have more stuff.
You dug what you saw, feel free to subscribe to the channel and make sure to hit the notification bell so you know when we upload videos. We'll have all the links to the Game Maker, where you can find information about their Kickstarter as well as their store in the description below.
It's like this guy does this or something. Are you a professional?
No,
Are you internet famous?
no, I'm not. Shut up. But yeah, this game's really great. I really enjoyed it. I think everyone else here, feels positive about it. Just a thing. But I'm Milo. That's JC. That's Thomas.
Thanks for burning an afternoon with us.
This is Elympian, and this is what we're gonna do.
And we'll check out. What about this cam? Look at there. There's a logo.
That's not the fade to black.
Oh.
That's not the.
Oh, God. Okay.
Closer. There
Bye.
you go. Bye.